Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Outpost Arena in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We are the Lobo Hockey Network. Thank you guys for spending your Saturday evening with us. It is a sold-out crowd here in Albuquerque. I am Joshua Carrillo here with my broadcast partner, Gino Gutierrez. Gino, we had an exciting game last night. Lobos getting the 6-2 victory, led by Nate Tanligami's 2 goals. Gino, what are we going to see tonight?
Well, we're going to see a lot of probably the same as what we saw in last night's game, Josh. Lobos with the victory last night, advancing to 20-1 on the season. But we saw the Lobos tested last night in a way we haven't seen all season long. Coach Grant Harvey alluded to it when we spoke to him in last night's game. This team is almost a mirror image of the Lobos in terms of speed and size. So the Lobos are really going to have to rise to the occasion. We spoke to Coach Grant Harvey last night after the game, and he was mentioning that in the handshake procession, the opposing team was asking if this stream was going to be uploaded to YouTube so they could watch it. So he jokingly said hopefully they didn't learn too much, but you got to think Air Force, watching last night's game, kind of looking and picking their openings, they gave the Lobos their toughest 2 periods of the season last night. You got to think they're going to pick up right where they left off.
And Gino, Air Force well rested now, because we do see teams struggle when they play their first game here at the Outpost. Then they get a good night's rest. They're back at it the next day. And now it's going to be great hockey. I think we're going to see a great game. But let's talk about who's going to be in the net tonight. The Lobos doing their usual switch. Max McCarron getting the nod for New Mexico. And, you know, we talked to some fans and even some of the Lobo parents. They're real confident with Max being in net tonight.
Definitely. Max, a product of Texas State. Coach Grant Harvey was high on him when he was recruiting Max over to UNM, and he's been nothing but sterling for the Lobos so far this season, complimenting Sam Fisher and really giving the Lobos a solid backstop this season. Max has been lights out just like Sam has been all season, but again, he's going to be facing the toughest opposing offense he's seen this season. Air Force has a lot of shooters. There was one other thing Coach Harvey talked about last night. They've got shooters, and we saw a lot of that last night. You got to think the key to beating Max tonight is going to be very similar to what they employed to beat Sam, and that's going to be traffic to the net. Max is seeing the puck really well this season. His glove has been red hot. It's almost impossible to beat him glove side. Air Force is going to have to get a lot of traffic in front of the net if they hope to put pucks past him.
And the one thing that we did notice last night, Gino, is Lobos were just a 3-line offense until the end of the game when they put in their 4th line. But the Lobos were just quick in getting that exchange and line to line. And the line you need to watch out for if you're watching here tonight is that Seth Payson line. And, you know, that was probably the key to New Mexico getting some early opportunities, was that second line.
Yeah, Payson, Genshaw, and Weaver, all 3 of those players really developing a strong chemistry we've seen so far this season. And they had the bulk of the offensive opportunities the Lobos saw late in the second period and in the third. Those guys have really found their rhythm. They know where they are on the ice. They're able to locate each other very well. We saw a lot of near scoring opportunities with cross-crease passes, precision passes in the offensive zone. You got to think that Coach Grant Harvey's encouraged by that, and that line is going to see a lot more ice time tonight.
The one guy I'm really keeping an eye on tonight is number 71, Jared Carnes. He creates a lot of opportunity. His defense was stellar last night. He kept some pucks away from that net. So my guy tonight to watch out for is going to be number 71, Jared Carnes.
And Jared, yeah, you hit the nail on the head, Josh. Jared had an excellent game last night. Logan Coyer as well. And a sneaky player last night that made an impact, Nico Miniakis in the offensive zone, scoring the opening goal for UNM. We haven't really seen that a lot this season, him in the offensive zone. An excellent shot got the Lobos started early last night. So you got to think he's also a highlight player to watch.
There was an article in the ACHA, I don't know if you read it or not, but they called that line the Lano line, because those are the Los Alamos National Lab kids. You got Jared Ronquillo, you got Jared Carnes, Nico Miniakis. So that line is going to be key tonight, you know. One thing that we do need to watch out for, the speed of Air Force. Air Force came in here and outskated the Lobos into their zone a few times, and that's one thing I'm sure Coach talked about, is they got to keep up with the speed of Air Force.
Yeah, a lot of the Air Force players were persistent. You had number 25, Luke Doyle, was in the offensive zone a lot. Of course, Mackenzie Miller, number 96 for Air Force, was also present in the offensive zone. And one player on Air Force that caught my eye a lot last night, Josh, was number 9 for Air Force, Nick Hastings. Kind of playing a little bit of the Logan Coyer role that we've seen for the Lobos. He was all over the ice, persistent on pucks. Air Force has a lot of key offensive strikers on their team as well, and they really pressed UNM and were able to get consistent offensive zone time.
I agree, Gino, and this is going to be a game to remember, guys. This is a series that New Mexico is looking to sweep. I don't believe the last time they had a home-and-home with Air Force, New Mexico has not gotten a sweep in a very long time. So this is going to be a great matchup, and we all know ACHA standings. A lot of the 1, 2, 3 squads in the standings, because Lobos are at number 4, are on byes this week. They won't get back in action until another couple weeks, but this is good ground for New Mexico, and the one team that New Mexico I know is keeping an eye on is Arkansas, because that's the one team that gave the Lobos their loss.
And Arkansas was the Lobos' only loss of the season. This homestand against number 9 ranked Air Force is huge for the Lobos. If they can secure the sweep tonight, it'll go a long way in helping them on their march to nationals in March. And you got to think on their mind tonight is puck control, getting that early lead, and kind of trying to clamp down on Air Force. We saw the Lobos employ a very strong defensive strategy in the neutral zone, not really allowing Air Force to gain entry. A lot of active defensive sticks, a lot of good poke checking going on as well, stick lifts. If the Lobos can get an early lead, Josh, I think we have to watch out for them clamping down on defense and negating Air Force's ability to enter the zone.
And next weekend, guys, Northern Arizona comes into the building. You guys can catch that right here on the Lobo Hockey Network. And then the Lobos, the 21st and 22nd, head to Northern Arizona. So there's a kind of a switch, a weekend switch. And then in February, Dallas Baptist comes in here, and that's a Division II squad. So, it doesn't hurt the Lobos in the rankings, but getting a win against a D2 squad is just a big motivational key. And then the ACHA playoffs start on March 12th, and that's what Coach is really looking forward to right there.
And he said in an interview earlier this week that when he first brought this Lobo team together, they had only one goal in mind, and that was the ACHA playoffs in March. And this team has been nothing short of excellent all season. The record speaks for itself, 20-1, looking to secure the sweep against a top 10 ranked opponent tonight. And it would be huge. I mean, you got to think, Josh, this Lobo team is already flying high confidence-wise, but sweeping a top 10 team is only just going to build their confidence as they move forward.
And this is going to be great tonight, guys. I hope you guys got yourselves settled in. If you guys would do us a huge favor, if you guys can subscribe, like, and share the Lobo Hockey Network YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell. That will let you know every time that the Lobo Hockey Network is live. You can also follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Get great photos from our photographer, Zach Price, and load them onto your screen. You guys can also do us a huge favor as well. Take a picture of what your view is at home, because tonight I'm going to be picking one lucky fan, and they're going to win a prize-packed puck set of all the Lobo game-used pucks. So we're going to give away one tonight. So if you guys could go on our Facebook page and take a picture of what your view is like on the TV. If you're watching on your laptop, just give us a view, and one lucky person's going home with a puck tonight. And we want to thank our sponsor as well. We want to thank JetRep for being a proud sponsor of the Lobo Hockey Network. For more information, make sure that you visit jetrep.com. Lobos wearing their cherry jerseys, and let me tell you something, it was frenzy yesterday on Twitter when as soon as Coach Grant Harvey made the announcement that the jerseys were going to be available for sale, sold out within just a couple of hours.
And not surprising, fans have been clamoring for jersey sales for a long time for this Lobo team. The red jersey's a classic look for these guys. They're turquoise and black ones as well. I'm sure a lot of fans at home are happy they were able to secure their jersey. And hopefully in the future this lends to more opportunities of the turquoise jerseys possibly becoming for sale and the black ones as well. And Josh, we have another standing room only crowd here at the Outpost Arena tonight. This is has been talked about all week as the biggest series of the season so far, maybe even in program history for the Lobos. So these fans not missing out on their opportunity to watch two top 10 teams clash here in New Mexico.
And Grant Harvey did a great job of promoting this team throughout the winter break. We saw several interviews on local channel networks here. And, now the city is paying attention. They see a team, hey, Lobos are ranked 4th in the country. Let's go check these guys out. And the hockey community is growing here in New Mexico. We were just before the game, the skaters coming out. A lot of more people getting interested in skating. So hopefully this brings more awareness that, hey, the Lobos have a great hockey team, and this is probably the hidden gem in the city when it comes to sports.
Definitely, Josh. I mean, they have been a high point in UNM athletics. When you think of the successful teams the Lobos have had as of late, you think of the women's soccer team, you think of the women's golf team, you think of the women's basketball team as well. But these guys have really been a shining example of good male athletics that UNM has put forth. Great representation of the university so far this season, having a successful one, and it's really awesome to see. Coach Grant Harvey really talked about how this has been a grassroots movement. 70% of the roster, New Mexico born. It's really amazing to see in a place like New Mexico that they have built such a strong hockey community here, that Coach has assembled a team that is on their way to a Nationals run, ranked 4th in the nation, and comprised of 70% native-born New Mexico players.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get you guys settled in with the national anthem and the starting lineups here in just a moment. But once again, we thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We are here live at the Outpost Arena in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Beautiful weather, beautiful game we got in front of us here in just a moment. I can't wait. This is going to be a good one.
It's definitely going to be one, Josh. I'm really excited for this one because you got to think more acclamation for Air Force tonight. It should be a closer game.
Lobos getting all hyped up in their cherry jerseys, black pants, Red Sox. Air Force wearing their white jerseys. Classic look. Salute to the Thunderbirds. It looks sharp out there.
Air Force Academy. With both teams, please line up. And here's your starting lineup for the Air Force Academy. Number 96, Mackenzie Miller. Number 6, Luca Pisani. Number 22, Colton Lehman. Number 7, Jake Ballaway. Number 10, Benjamin Sterry. And number 1, James Smith. And now for your starting lineup for the University of New Mexico Lobos! Number 17, Jared Ronquillo! Number 8, Nate Tagliagani! Number 90, Garrett McKinstry! Number 64, Tristan Collins! Number 33, Max McKiernan! And number 5, Logan Conan! Now would you please rise and remove your caps for the singing of both the Canadian and the American national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets a red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, Lobo fans, you ready for
Alrighty, Josh. National anthems, opening lineup set, and we are moments away from puck drop here. Game 2 between the Air Force Academy, number 9 ranked in the nation, and your 4th ranked University of New Mexico Lobos.
We appreciate everybody out there tuning in, telling us where they are from. We want to welcome both sides, Lobos and Air Force fans as well. We got somebody in Northeast Ohio tuning in, so welcome to the Lobo Hockey Network. Again, let us know where you guys are tuning in for and who you're rooting on out there as we get set for puck drop here in just a couple of moments.
And something interesting, Josh, Coach going with a different opening lineup tonight, different starters, definitely mixing it up. Probably looking to engage a lot more speed here early on with Air Force, as he saw yesterday just how quick these guys were able to get their legs going.
And one thing that we noticed too at the end of game 1, if you guys didn't catch last night, tensions were rising a little bit. Some cheap shots and some big hits were happening, so we're probably going to see that momentum carrying into this game as well. As we are moments away, Nate Tagliagami and number 7 for the Air Force Academy, Jake Ballaway, will take it on at center ice. And it's won by New Mexico, controlled by Logan Coyer. And he dumps it in, and Air Force has it inside the New Mexico zone where Tristan Coyer plays it.
Tristan Coyer now with the puck, sends it up near the blue line for Jared Ronquillo. He'll do a little no-look pass as Garrett McKinstry knocked down hard from behind by an Air Force player, but here comes Ronquillo.
Ronquillo takes a shot on net and gets deflected away. And here comes Air Force again on the attack.
Air Force trying to implement a stretch pass there. Tristan Coyer able to shut it down as Logan will retreat into his own zone to pick it up. Logan Coyer with his cousin Tristan. Nate Tagliagami, Garrett McKinstry, and Captain Jared Ronquillo on the starting lineup. Turnover though, Air Force looking for a chance. Quick shot in and they score! Air Force strikes first. Number 9, Nick Hastings, right through the 5-hole of Max McCarron, and it's 1-0 Air Force early.
That's not something you want to see if you're a Lobo fan under a minute into the game, and Air Force already controlling the lead. But that was a great shot, and that's one person that you said to watch out for in the pregame show was Nick Hastings.
Nick Hastings was all over the ice last night, Josh, and he didn't miss his opportunity there. And that was developed off of something we saw tidbits of in last night's game. Lobos with a little bit of sloppy passing in their own zone leading to turnovers, and a big one right there giving Air Force an early 1-0 lead.
Still fighting up against the boards for possession. It goes into the Lobo zone. Miniakis will now play over to Ganshaw. Ganshaw dumps it inside the Lobo zone. Well, he'll try to play it behind the net, but the Air Force defenders have it. New Mexico now back at it. Still fighting for puck control, and here comes the Air Force.
Air Force now out of the zone. Number 46 looking to take a shot. Rough angle, patted away there. In front, and Max McCarron has to make a great save. Heads up play, Mackenzie Miller in front of the net. Got a great feed from number 46 of Air Force, and Max facing some shots here early, Josh. Air Force employing a lot more of an aggressive play here in the early starts of this game.
And let's talk about that one that went into the net real quick. It was a bad bounce that just Max couldn't control in time. So great shot, though, by Hastings in the Air Force lead with 18:48 to go.
Yeah, one thing Hastings did there is he delayed his shot, kind of waited Max out, see if he could get him to open up a little bit more, and was just able to put it right through the wickets. As now set to take the faceoff is going to be Tanner Koch for Air Force. And he'll be faced off against Chance Shanks for UNM. Face-off tied up. Shanks wins it back. Logan Coyer now behind his own net, gives over across to Trujillo. He'll throw it length of the ice to Shanks, touches his stick, and he'll enter the zone.
Shanks inside the Lobo zone. He'll get hit. Loose puck. Carnes recovers. And another big hit, and there was some scuffling back and forth. Coach Grant Harvey wanting a penalty, nothing called. Big hit up against the boards as the loose puck on the left wing. Chance Shanks trying to fight it off for New Mexico. And he is getting shoved back and forth. And we're going to have a play stoppage here.
Josh, I think they're going to call the Air Force player for a penalty as he got aggressive with Chance Shanks there in the far corner, basically clotheslining him down to the ice.
18:21 left to go here, first period. Number 25 of the Air Force. That is Luke Doyle going to the penalty box. and an opportunity for New Mexico for their first power play of the night.
Big opportunity here, Josh. And you see Coach Grant Harvey mixing up the power play. It's Jared Ronquillo to take the face-off with Shanks. Seth Payson also on the ice as well, but it's Mackenzie Miller for Air Force as he'll dump it back in for Max McCarron to touch up. Now going to collect the puck is Logan. He's flanked there by Seth Payson. Has Nate Tagliagami on the far side of the ice. Over to Chance Shanks, throws it across, off the stick of Tagliagami, bounces into the Air Force zone.
Payson now with the puck, sends it over to Logan Coyer, top of the blue line. Air Force defenders doing a good job of keeping that puck away. Shot taken wide of the net, rebounded by Ronquillo. Ronquillo and McKinstry trying to send it back and forth to each other. Now McKinstry now has it right in front of the net, and it was deflected away by an Air Force defender. And the puck, bad pass causes a zone clearage where Max McCarron will play it for New Mexico.
McCarron touches it up, leaves it for Logan Coyer. Logan now has to retreat a little bit, drops it over to Nate Tagliagami. He's out over the UNM blue line.
Tags will dump it inside the Lobo zone where Jared Ronquillo will try to hunt it down. Still fighting for puck possession. Logan Coyer now has it top of the blue line. Shot taken in front of the net. And it's deflected away by the Air Force defenders, and they'll clear it out once again.
Air Force employing a pretty suffocating penalty kill here, Josh. Not really giving the Lobos a lot of room to operate as Logan has to go in for the puck. He's in the far boards corner now. Throws one over across to Zach Genshaw. Genshaw now turns on the Jets, and he's over the blue line.
Genshaw now inside the Lobo zone on the right wing. Curtis Brown calling for the puck. Sent over to Mianiakis, fans it, and it just wasn't a good opportunity, and the Air Force clear it once again.
Clear length of the ice. Lobos looking at 27 seconds remaining on the power play chance. It's Genshaw, lead pass over.
Genshaw back inside the Air Force zone, making a great move. Shot taken, and there's a loose puck in front of the net. And good job by the Air Force to lay on it, and we'll have a play stoppage with 16:37 to go in the first period. 1-0 Air Force.
Josh, we talked a lot about Max McCarron in the pregame, but also James Smith for the Air Force, their goaltender, with a pretty excellent performance last night. I know the final was 6-2, but the Lobos pepper a lot of shots on opposing goaltenders. So a lot of saves are made that aren't necessarily reflected in the final score.
We were trying to win the faceoff for New Mexico. Air Force comes away with it. They're trying to clear it out. Brown plays it for New Mexico, sends it over, and the Lobos will reset as McCarron letting the team know that the penalty is coming to an end, and they're back at full strength.
Logan now with the puck. He loses possession momentarily. Has to kind of desperation that over across to Seth Payson. Ricochets it off the boards in front of the UNM bench.
Still fighting for possession here, and looks like the Air Force now has it.
Here comes 18 for Air Force, looking to take a loop around. Throws one in front. Max is able to shut that one off. Max hugging the post, able to prevent any rebound coming from that. His bodies collide here right in front of us. Nate Tagliagami and Zach Genshaw battling with a few Air Force players. Logan Coyer now harassed from behind by number 18 for Air Force. Gives over across to Nick Weaver, who dumps it into the Air Force zone.
McKinstry trying to hunt it down for New Mexico. Does a great job, but he gets hit up against the boards behind the net. Lobo still in possession of the puck. Left wing stolen away by Air Force, and here they come.
Air Force looking with a numbers game. It's Mackenzie Miller. Takes the shot, had his stick lifted at the last second. Tristan Coyer, great stick there to prevent a shot from Miller, the leading scorer for Air Force.
Here comes McKinstry and Tagliagami. Bad pass, and it went right behind Nate Tagliagami. Air Force now in possession again at center ice.
Holding on to the puck now. Number 11 tries to hit his teammate there. That was Will Monkel, who just saw the puck dive right over his stick. And now it's Garrett McKinstry battling in the corner with number 11 for Air Force. Tried a centering pass, got blocked by the skate in front, and the shot goes wide. Air Force looking to find somebody in front of the net. Number 5 centers one, couldn't connect with his teammate there. Caught up in the skates of Garrett McKinstry. Here comes Jared Ronquillo on the other end.
Ronquillo takes a shot, and it deflects off an Air Force defender. Ronquillo able to get his own rebound. Big hit that sent one of the Lobos players down. And here comes Tyler Levette with the puck for New Mexico.
Levette now will chip that puck further. Couldn't get it past number 11 for Air Force. That's Karsten Holm. Holm just dumps it in. And after it, Miniakis. He's bumped up against the boards there by number 17, Tanner Koch. Moving in now, Miniakis looks to exit the zone. He's over the red line, tries to dump it in further to the Air Force zone, but it's stopped there. Moving in now, Curtis Brown looks to gain zone entry and just dumps the puck in.
Brown now with the puck. Loose puck in front of the net. Gets set behind now. 14-16 to go first period. 1-0 Air Force. Still fighting for puck possession now. Lobos have it behind the Air Force net. Fighting off a couple defenders there. It looks like Chance Shanks as they try to send the puck over to Nico Miniakis. Miniakis dumps it behind the Air Force net where Lobo looks like Chance Shanks is holding it, but he's getting held a lot down there but nothing called for New Mexico.
Air Force tried to get the quick zone entry, couldn't do it.
And here comes another shocker opportunity for New Mexico. Loose puck in front of the net, just goes wide. Rebounded by New Mexico. Lobos now have it at the top of the blue line. Logan Coyer sends it over left wing. Jared Carnes for New Mexico trying to play the puck. Aggressive defense by the Air Force, causing a little trouble for New Mexico to set something up in the Air Force zone.
Yeah, Air Force not allowing the Lobos to really have any room to let plays develop here. All over their bodies early here as Logan will try a stretch pass to hit Seth Payson in the neutral zone, and Payson will just shovel it in.
Payson dumps the puck behind the net, and Nick Weaver and Payson trying to find it off. Loose puck gets deflected away on the right wing board. Ganshaw plays it, sends it over to Payson. Payson back to Weaver. Weaver looking to set something up, but gets poke checked away, and the Air Force now has control. Good job by New Mexico to keep up the pressure inside the Air Force zone as Ganshaw comes away with it. Trying to fight off an Air Force defender as Nick Weaver trying to fight for the puck as well. Air Force now with possession on the left wing, and they're looking to attack New Mexico's zone now.
Pass set length of the ice. Curtis Brown there for the Lobos to shut down any zone entry. Nick Weaver harassed by number 9 for Air Force. Good poke check there, but it's picked up by Logan Coyer, and he'll just dump it in.
Logan dumps the puck inside. Line change for New Mexico. The cousins of the Coyer cousins back on the ice. Nate Tagliagami, Jared Ronquillo, and Garrett McKinstry.
Logan now behind the net, battles with number 5 Will Mockle for Air Force. It's Tristan now, chips it off the boards over to Garrett McKinstry. He'll throw it length of the ice. Jared Ronquillo will see that bounce around in his skates. Puck stays in the UNM end until Logan's able to sweep it out.
Logan Coyer makes a great move, collides right into an Air Force player. Puck comes loose.
And it's now Luca Pisani as he gets sandwiched between 2 Lobos players. And Pisani gives up puck possession. Garrett McKinstry battles with number 17, and he loses possession. Now coming over. Number 5 just throws one in, and Max guides it away to the near boards corner. Going in after it, Logan. Lobos looking to start the breakout here. They've struggled to really gain zone entry. A lot more dumping and chasing than we're accustomed to seeing from this Lobo squad as the puck is roped back into the zone. Going in after it, holding it, number 22, tries to center one. Tristan able to kick that one wide of the net. Over across, Garrett McKinstry tries to battle off the boards. Carnes tied up in the stick of an Air Force player. Puck out to center ice. Thrown length of the ice, number 22 now. He's harassed there by Carnes. Nice back checking, able to prevent any further entry. Levitt sends it behind the net, holding on to it. Tristan sends it length of the ice to Chance Shanks. Tristan now back over to Levitt in the far board corner. Tries a stretch pass, hit a stick. Number 7, a nifty move to avoid sticks. Centers one in front, couldn't find anybody. Carnes and number 22 for Air Force come to the boards. Puck loose behind the net, chipped ahead by Tristan Coyer. Coyer now, eyes ahead, looking to start the breakout out of the zone, and he'll just dump it in right over the Air Force goalie.
Chad Shanks with the rebound. Oh, Air Force trying to deliver a hit. He fell down himself, and here comes Air Force again on the attack.
Nick Hastings, who has scored the lone goal in this game so far, will just dump it in wide, and going in after it, Nico Miniakis. Miniakis tries to chip it past number 18 for Air Force. He'll throw it towards the front of the net. Holding on to it, Tyler Levitt sends it over across. Zach Genshaw sees a bounce over a stick. Mackenzie Miller takes a shot. That one blocked by Tyler Levitt. Number 25 for Air Force, though, with possession. He'll guide into the zone, trying to get past Shanks. Shanks a good defensive stick to knock the puck away from him. Puck goes into the near boards corner. Over the glove of number 3 for Air Force. That's going to be Misha Lestrelli.
Air Force trying to fight off a couple Lobo defenders in their own zone, sending it over and now into the Lobo zone once again.
Moving in, Spencer Anderson takes a shot. That one is sticked away by Max McCarron. Now holding on to the puck is Anderson. Tries to chip it a little bit further for Miller. Miller in the zone, battling it over there with Zach Genshaw. Genshaw able to win possession. He'll just chip the puck high into the air, right into the glove, though, of number 3 for Air Force. Takes the shot, blocked in front. Miller now with possession. Tries a wraparound on Max McCarron, shut down on the side of the net. Puck thrown to the front. Number 3 now throws one wide of the net. Going in after Brown. Brown is going to collide there with number 5, Will Mockle for Air Force. Genshaw able to chip it past over across to Seth Payson. Payson just has to lob it out right over the outstretched hand of number 11 for Air Force, and the puck is out to center ice.
Gina, a lot different game today. Air Force in the New Mexico zone a little bit more than they were yesterday, so Coach Grant Harvey not very happy right now with the way his team is performing.
And the puck is going to be covered up by Smith for Air Force, and you hit the nail on the head, Josh. We've never We haven't seen the Lobos this season struggle this much to gain offensive zone entries. Air Force has done an amazing job of being able to lock them down, not give them room to operate. As we know, the Lobos like to utilize their speed, stretch the ice out, stretch the defense out, find those open parts of the ice. Air Force not allowing that to happen.
Face-off will be taken on the left wing by Nate Tagliagami, and it's won by the Air Force, and they'll clear it out. But the Lobos doing a good job of keeping that puck alive inside the Air Force zone. Air Force now with the puck possession up against the boards. A couple Lobo defenders trying to get to it as it's Garrett McKinstry. Picking up against the boards is Jared Ronquillo. Still fighting for puck control here, and it's sent over to the Air Force, and they'll now have it. Air
Force captain Cole Lyman sends one over across. Penalty is going to be called here against UNM as hitting the ice was Jake Ballway. They're going to call a Lobo player for tripping, and Air Force is going to have a power play opportunity with 8:41 to go in the first period.
That was number 64, Tristan Courier, getting the tripping call. So this is huge. Gino, last night, Air Force getting one of their 2 goals last night on a power play opportunity. So if you're New Mexico right now, you got to really lock in and keep this Air Force team out of the zone.
Miller and Anderson, along with Hastings on the ice. Flagging the blue line for Air Force is going to be Luca Pisani. He's also going to be joined there by Justin Jong. Jong now with the puck. Holding onto it, throws it length of the ice. Great defensive stick by Logan Corey, able to prevent that pass from connecting. Retreating out, Luca Pisani now gives one over across to Miller. He'll dump it back across to Jong. Jong now with the puck. Charges out through center ice. Nice stick there by Jared Ronquillo. Here comes Mackenzie Miller. Waits, takes the shot. Max able to stick that one down, and he'll cover it up on the side of the net. And these are the big hitters for Air Force on the ice right now, Josh. And we mentioned in the pregame, Coach Grant Harvey told us they've got shooters, a lot of shooters on the ice. Nick Hastings, Mackenzie Miller, and then also on the ice for them as well, Spencer Anderson, who's gotten a lot of ice time as well. And these guys have pretty wicked wrist shots, so you got to watch out for that, especially here on the man advantage, as that puck is going to bounce over Pisani's stick. He battles with Genshaw, as Pisani will twist into the zone, looking for a shot, takes it right into the pads of Max McCarron.
Good shot by Pisani, though. Almost went 5-0 on McCarron. And that's one thing you said, Gino, that we're going to just repeat. These guys can shoot. They can shoot from any angle here on the ice, and that's how they got their first goal tonight.
Miller taking on Weaver in the faceoff dot, wins it back over across, now holding on to the puck, number 25, Luke Doyle. Doyle will give that one over across to Hastings. Hastings sends it a little bit deeper for Anderson. Anderson back to Hastings. Hastings gives back over to Doyle. Doyle walks the blue line. Gives one over back across to Hastings. The puck bounced on it, couldn't settle it down. Back over across, number 25, Doyle now with the puck. Doyle waits, looking. Nick Weaver employing the body, throws one in front, deflected in front of Max McCarron, and he's able to cover it up.
And they're gonna, looks like we had a slashing call. The referee lifting his hands.
And Max looks like he might have gotten contact as well, Josh. Taking a little while to collect himself.
Well, his helmet came off there, Gino, and like we said, that's number 18 for the Air Force. That's Spencer Anderson going into the penalty box. So we're gonna have some 4-on-4 hockey here for a little bit. And the Lobos will get the power play here in about 56 seconds.
That's a big one for Air Force, Josh. You have this Lobo team that's not accustomed to playing from behind on the ropes. They had a power play opportunity, chance to double their lead. You can't take a penalty there.
Face-off will be inside the Air Force zone on the right wing. It'll be Nick Weaver to take it for New Mexico. And Hastings for the Air Force. Face-off won by Air Force, looking to control the puck now. Looking to clear the zone, and they do. They'll have it at center ice.
Speed a key here. Number 46 charging into the zone, taking on. Shot taken. That goes wide. Just skittering past in the crease. Mackenzie Miller. Now Hastings has to retreat out to center ice. Hastings gives one over across, missing the connection with Doyle. Doyle harassed there by Nick Weaver. Air Force has to recollect. It's number 46 for Air Force. He'll send one length of the ice, moving in now. Doyle takes the shot, throws one across, just missing. Hastings tried a cross-crease pass there, just not able to connect. Here comes Weaver and Genshaw.
Weaver and Genshaw inside the Air Force zone. Bad pass deflected by an Air Force skate, and here comes Air Force on the attack again.
Air Force now looking to capitalize. It's Hastings making a move around Nate Tagliagami, throws one in front, deflected wide as Logan Coyer, pushed into the net there by Luke Doyle.
And here comes Logan Coyer now with the puck. Little scuffle back and forth between Logan Coyer and one of the Air Force members. Logan now, top of the blue line, looks to send it on the left wing. New Mexico back at full strength, now on the power play. Chance Shanks takes a shot top of the blue line and right into the glove of the Air Force goalie. with 6:29 to go in the first period. 50 seconds to go in the power play for New Mexico.
And the Air Force putting traffic in front of the goaltender to a new level tonight. Things getting physical in front of Max McCarron so far, Josh. It's what they're going to have to do. I mean, these goaltenders for UNM have gotten their eyes on the puck. They're not missing a lot of puck shots, so Air Force is going to have to do that if they're going to be successful.
Face-off win by New Mexico, but they took a shot, got deflected away into the Air Force zone. Lobos now on the power play as Chad Shanks has the puck for New Mexico. He'll dump it inside the Air Force zone. Air Force will hunt it down on the left wing, but New Mexico there to meet him first. And McCarron comes off the net, or off his net, and we might have another penalty here against Air Force.
Delayed penalty, yeah, for Air Force. Josh, Lobos now with a two-man advantage.
Chad Shanks now with the puck, and he just sends it right to the Air Force defender to get that extra man on the ice. So we'll see what they call here against Air Force.
Kind of a unique play there by Chad Shanks. Lobos had a two-man advantage. Not too sure if he just didn't see the passing lane he wanted, or the Air Force player was just able to get a good stick on that.
So that's number 10, Benjamin Stern. He's going to go for 2 minutes for high sticking. And another great opportunity for New Mexico here as they're out by 2 men.
5-on-3 opportunity here for the Lobos. Josh, paramount that they cash in on this opportunity.
Bad pass causes the puck to go right to an Air Force player. Big hits by New Mexico trying to make that puck come loose.
And Miller just pinning himself to the boards trying to kill this clock.
Good job by New Mexico. Still back 5-on-4. Loose shot taken by Jared Ronquillo just wide of the net. Rebounded by New Mexico. Jared Ronquillo will hunt it down for the Lobos. Looks to send something up. Sends it over to the right wing boards. Payson now with it. Sends it on top to Logan Coyer. Logan, top of the blue line. Shot taken in right into the glove of the Air Force. And we'll have another face-off with 5:20 to go. 1-0 Air Force. Air Force scoring 1 minute into this game. And they've been in cruise control since then.
And this is going to be a true testament to Air Force's ability to really lock down defensively now, as the Lobos will just have a traditional 5-on-4 power play for 1:24 to go. Air Force has not really allowed the UNM a lot of opportunity for open ice, and now a turnover as Nick Hastings is going to go in for the puck. Hastings in all alone, takes the shot, and Max a great save, and he'll cover that one up. And a little bit of pushing and shoving going on as Logan Coyer is going to push number 17, Tanner Koch, down to the ice.
Logan always defending his goaltender. And like we said, a little pushing and shoving back and forth there. And it looks like Logan's going to be heading to the sin bin himself.
Logan and Koch are both going to go to the penalty box here, Josh. So Lobo's still going to retain it's not seen a lot of the time, but the Lobos will have a 4-on-3 power play. Well, it actually looks like they might be doing just some 4-on-4 here, Josh. Not too sure.
No, Nate's out there.
Oh, okay.
Getting some advice from Coach Grant. And here comes Jared Ronquillo. Ronquillo sends it over to Tagliagami. Tagliagami now will send it up to center ice. Chad Shanks dumps it inside. Here comes Ganshaw with a great opportunity. And great stick work by Hastings to keep that puck from getting centered. Sends it over to Jared Ronquillo. He's behind the Air Force net now, looking to set his team up. Sends it over to Miniakis, top of the blue line. Miniakis over back to Ronquillo. Ronquillo sends it over to Chad Shanks. Shanks trying to backhand for the shot opportunity. It just wasn't there, and Air Force clears it out.
Max comes out to touch that puck up over from Miniakis. Miniakis now sends it off the boards, eludes the stick of Chad Shanks into the Air Force zone. They'll go in to capture the puck and throw it the length of the ice. Tried to get knocked down there by Nick Weaver. Couldn't do it. Number 22, though, hunting the puck behind Weaver. That's going to be Cole Lyman, the captain for Air Force. Throwing one across. Nico Miniakis to Genshaw. Down to 17 seconds to go on the power play for UNM.
Puck gets sent into the air, hits the top of the roof here on Outpost. And with 4:09 left to go here in the first period, 1-0 Air Force. Don't forget to join us next weekend, ladies and gentlemen, when Northern Arizona, the Ice Jacks, look to invade the Outpost and give a loss to New Mexico. But right now, New Mexico just worried about this one as they're down 1-0.
Definitely a little bit of a different tenor to the feeling here in the Outpost Arena. These fans not used to seeing their Lobos playing from behind and not used to seeing them struggle so much, Josh, to really produce offense. As Levitt now with the puck, plays catch with Curtis Brown. Brown sends one over across to Payson.
Payson dumps the puck inside the Air Force zone. And it looks like Ganshaw will play it behind the net, sends it over to Nick Weaver. Weaver, top of the blue line to Curtis Brown. Brown takes a shot deflected off a Air Force stick. Air Force looking to control the puck, but New Mexico doing a good job of keeping it alive inside the zone. Air Force now will control the puck. They'll have it at center ice.
Looking for the numbers game. Here comes Air Force. Number 22 looks, takes a shot. Max able to guide that one to the side. Tyler Levitt now twists away, dumps it behind his net for Curtis Brown to pick up. Brown lays it up ahead for Nick Weaver. Weaver has to retreat a little bit deeper into his own zone. Opts to go around his own net and sends it over to Payson. Payson sends it length of the ice to Curtis Brown. Brown is over the blue line and out of the UNM zone. Put into the boards hard there by number 22, Cole Lyman. Send in a little bit dealer for Levitt to go in after. Spencer Anderson meets him there. Anderson eludes the stick of Brown momentarily, but loses puck possession. Miniakis now sends one up, turned over to Nick Hastings. Hastings sends it a little bit deeper. Chan Shank sidesteps him, looks to lob the puck out, but it's going to hit the roof, and we're going to have a face-off in the near face-off dot of the UNM end.
Lobos looking for some kind of answer as they try to keep possession in the puck in the Air Force zone. Great defense by Air Force, though. And, Gino, we were expecting this from the Air Force squad. Still plenty of hockey to go, but right now Air Force strongly in command of keeping the puck inside the Lobo zone.
Hastings set to take the face-off against Shanks. Face-off won by Air Force. It's Mackenzie Miller. Sends it back to the blue line. Working it over there is going to be Luca Pisani. Pisani looking to dance by a few Lobo sticks. Sends it a little bit deeper for Anderson. Put into the boards by Tristan. Anderson now has to retreat centers to Miller. Miller couldn't control the puck, and here comes Chance Shanks on the counterattack.
Shanks sends it up to Jared Carnes. Carnes on the right wing board. He'll take a shot, and it's get covered up by the Air Force. And with 2:28 to go here, we'll have another face-off inside the Air Force zone. And now, Gino, we're going to be asking you here, what do you think Coach Grant Harvey's going to be telling his team when it comes to the locker room?
I think he's going to really touch on composure, Josh. That's really got to be the key for the Lobos as they enter the second period. They haven't been playing from behind very much this season. Got to maintain composure, got to understand that their openings will come. They just got to wear Air Force down.
Natag Ligami tries to hunt down the puck for New Mexico inside the Air Force zone. Air Force back and forth with it as they look to set something up. Air Force now with control of the puck. They have it at center ice.
Send one over across. Logan Coyer ties up with the stick of Tanner Koch, and it's going to be touched up, and it looks like there is going to be a call. I'm not too sure. Stoppage of play there as Koch had his stick lifted there by Logan Coyer. Logan ever a presence on the ice for the Lobos.
And many teams have told us, we said it in yesterday's broadcast yesterday, they think Logan is one of the peskiest players in ACHA, but he's just a hard worker. And Coach Grant Harvey's glad to have him back this year.
Koch battles Nate Tagliagami for possession. It's leaking into center ice and into the Air Force zone.
Here comes New Mexico now. Gary McKinstry with the puck. He'll try to send it in front of the net. Just gets taken away by the Air Force. Lobos doing a great job of keeping that puck inside the zone. Nate Tagliagami couldn't handle the puck as now it's 5-4 on the left wing board. Here comes Air Force.
Air Force loses possession in the zone. Picked up quickly by the captain, Jared Ronquillo. He's knocked away, though. Puck goes high into the netting, and that'll lead to a stoppage of play here. Touched up, 1:23 to go in the first period.
Shots are pretty almost even there, Gino. 11-9. Air Force is striking early, though, with 53 seconds into the game.
All-important first goal here, taking the crowd out of it early, and that's one of the keys when you're playing on the road. And Air Force able to execute that as Jake Ballway is going to take the face-off here against Zach Genshaw.
Face-off won by the Air Force. Air Force now has control. Looking to set something up. They'll have the puck at center ice. Good puck possession there by New Mexico. Still fighting for that puck inside the Air Force zone as Ganshaw will try to hunt it down for the Lobos. Still fighting for possession behind that net. Ganshaw gets tripped, falls down. 1 minute to go. Referee has his hand up. We're going to have a delayed penalty against Air Force. Chad Shanks on the ice calling for it. Sends it down low, New Mexico. Still fighting for puck possession here. Oh, and it looked like it was Tyler Levitt who was going to have control. Just tripped and fell, but it gets touched by Air Force, and we'll have a penalty. So another New Mexico power play coming up here. 0 for 1 on the night with 44 seconds. So the remainder of the period, New Mexico will be in the power play.
And some additional power play time going to bleed into the second as well. And we saw in last night's game, Josh, the Lobos were able to score late in the second period, really take momentum into the third. could be a chance to recapture that momentum here at the end of the first period if they're able to put one in the back of the net and tie this game up.
We'll have a face-off now, as it looks like to be Jared Ronquillo and Arden Taylor for the Air Force. Referee's getting set up, and the face-off is dropped, won by Air Force. Air Force tries to clear it out. Nate Tagliagami can't handle it, and here comes Nate.
Nate throws one across. Logan had the puck in his skates momentarily, able to kick it up to a stick now. Slowing the pace down. 30 seconds to go here. Sends one over across to Nate Tagliagami. He'll send it length of the ice. Couldn't hit anybody. And no icing going to be called on that one as we're in the final 20 seconds of the first. Puck's at length of the ice. Max McCarron now settles it down. Mackenzie Miller in after it. Tristan Coyer holds on to it. Coyer now retreats behind his own net. Looks to set something up now in the final 5 seconds of the period. Logan makes a nice move there on Hastings. He'll just throw one in, blocked by an Air Force stick, and that'll take us to the end of the first period. Lobos trailing 1-0 here at the end of the first, but they'll carry 1:15 of power play time into the second.
Fans a little quiet here in the outpost, but Coach Grant Harvey, with the shots that were taken against New Mexico, still in this, we're still a long way from being done. But one thing that you got to think of is Grant's going to be telling them, you guys got to create some opportunities, create some kind of movement, make these guys think that you're going to take the first shot, pass it out, and create some openings here.
It's all about response, and that's in the second period, Josh. This is the first time this season, really, outside of the Arkansas game, that the Lobos have really faced a team that's been able to stifle them offensively, not really able to create their usual offense in their usual areas of the ice. It's going to really come down to creativity and finding where they can develop those new openings and tie this game up.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a quick break here. Don't go anywhere. Second period action coming up right here on the Lobo Hockey Network. Do not go anywhere. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Outpost Arena in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where it is the Air Force Academy with a 1-0 lead on your New Mexico Lobos. And Gina, we saw Coach Grant come out of the locker room still having that intense look on his face. You know, he must have said something pretty powerful to this team in the second going into the second period.
Yeah, it's a difficult and rare place the Lobos find themselves in entering the second period down 1-0. And it's almost even more rare to see that they were held out scoreless in that first period. So you got to think Coach Grant Harvey just told his team to maintain their composure, keep working away the plan of attacks they have working right now. This team is too talented not to find openings on the ice where they usually do not find them. They'll adjust and they'll be able to work past what they're seeing from the Air Force defense. But you got to give props to Air Force, Josh. They employed an excellent defensive strategy in that period, able to really kind of prevent UNM from starting any sort of offensive zone entries, not allowing them a lot of room to operate in the offensive zone, kind of confining them, and that really has what led to their success in that period.
Big round of applause to James Smith, goaltender for the Air Force, facing some difficult shots, but making it look easy out there.
Smith posting a 9-shot shutout there in the first period.
And we'll have a face-off here momentarily. Refs looking to just make sure everything is secure. Nets are locked in, ready to go. And we'll have second period hockey coming up for you here in just a moment. Again, if you guys haven't, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you guys like us and hit that notification bell as well. You guys can follow us on Instagram and Facebook as well. Just make sure that you guys follow us all season long. And tonight, remember, if you send a picture of where you're watching the game from to our Facebook account, one lucky winner is going to get a 3-pack of Lobo pucks sent directly to you. So make sure that you guys start sending those photos, and we'll have Coach Grant Harvey pick the winner. But face off here now at center ice, Jared Ronquillo and Mackenzie Miller, and it's won by the Air Force.
Lobos with 1:10 of power play time bleeding into the second period, so a great opportunity for them to get the equalizing goal here as they will recollect in their zone and look to start the power play breakout. Moving ahead is Genshaw. He'll send the puck in a little bit deeper, hunting it down. Chance Shanks battles there in the corner with Nick Hastings. Hastings pinning Shanks across the boards. It's Genshaw now with the puck, gives over across to Logan. Logan surveys, walks the blue line, sends it over to Tags in the corner now. Chance Shanks makes a move, tries to center to Ronquillo, got caught up in a stick of an Air Force player. Back to Tagliagami. On the blue line, takes a shot looking for Shanks in front, covered up there by Smith, and that'll get a whistle. Lobos looking to kind of get traffic in front of Smith here, looking to get those passes in front of the net, and that's something Lobos employ a lot of, Josh. Passing is a huge part of their offensive scoring as much as their speed is. Lobos used to look their streaking speed to kind of develop open ice areas and create those passing opportunities. As it's going to be Anderson against Jared Ronquillo here, the face-off. Lobos 34 seconds remaining on this power play chance. Anderson wins it back. Puck slapped down the boards. It's gloved down by Ronquillo. Chipped high into the air there by Sean Walsh, and Walsh will send it. Gloved down at center ice, though, by Logan. Logan Collier now touches it up over to Genshaw. Genshaw twirls, and now he'll start the attack into the zone. Going wide, around Walsh. Genshaw looking for somebody to send the puck to. Gives it over across to Logan at the blue line. Gives back to Genshaw. Cuts in, takes the shot, goes wide, deflected off a stick. Tagliagami now with the puck, down to the final two, and both teams are going to be back at full strength here. Chance Shanks will chase the puck out to center ice. Tagliagami winds, fires, takes the shot, and Smith, a great glove save there on a slap shot taken from near the blue line by Nate Tagliagami.
Offsides call by New Mexico, and Seth Payson was standing on the blue line saying, I was right here when you blew that whistle. Nate, though, with a rocket shot. And Nate, big key factor in last night's game with 2 goals. He's looking for his first tonight. Face-off will be taken at center ice here. 18:38 to go, second period. 1-0 Air Force.
And it's that line we talked about during the pregame on the ice, Josh. Genshaw, Weaver, and Seth Payson on the ice, creating a lot of offensive opportunities in last night's game for the Lobos. Sent into the zone. Off the boards, and going in after it is going to be Justin Zhang. Zhang tries to send it to his teammate. Weaver will send it a little bit deeper for Genshaw over his stick. Now collecting the puck is home for Air Force. Turned over now. Given over across, number 22, Lyman. The captain will send it ahead, and now Air Force out into the Lobos' end.
Air Force trying to take a shot, deflected off a Lobo stick, and Nico Miniakis now with control of the puck for New Mexico. And a big hit causes the puck to come loose. Air Force keeping inside. Air Force takes a shot, sent out of play. Good defense by New Mexico with 18 minutes to go here in the second period.
Looked like Tyler Levitt able to duck down, get his stick on the ice, and able to deflect that puck off and behind in the netting behind Max McCarron. So great defensive play there made by the Lobos as Air Force was looking to cash in for their second goal of the game.
We'll have a face-off here. Face-off won by New Mexico, and looking to set something up now is Nico Miniakis. Nico sends it over to Tyler Levitt. Levitt up here, and Garrett McKinstry.
Garrett McKinstry eludes the stick of Anderson. Stops up in the far boards corner, but he's harassed there, though. Puck now sent near the blue line. Levitt will see it squeak past him, and now dumped back into the zone. Hunting it down is going to be Luke Doyle. Doyle has the puck bounce on him momentarily, bounces it off the boards over to Hastings, turned over there. Here comes Ronquillo. Takes a quick shot, goes wide of the net. Jared Ronquillo chips it in a little bit further, only finds Luke Doyle of Air Force though. Puck looped around the boards. Picking it up now, Garrett McKinstry. McKinstry has his stick lifted. Hastings will guide the puck out of the zone, and it looks like that is going to lead to an icing, but yeah, it is going to be icing. Spencer Anderson gave a good effort there for Air Force. Love was able to touch it up, though.
Air Force coach not happy with the call, saying his player beat out the icing, but the referee's usually pretty quick when it comes to the icing call if a Lobo's there first. They're trying to prevent some injuries for these guys as well.
So the puck will come all the way back down to the Air Force end of the ice. Mackenzie Miller set to take the face-off against Chance Shanks. Shanks settles up. He's got Marcus Trujillo, Jared Carnes on the ice with him, along with Logan and Tristan Collier. Puck's landing around the boards as Anderson will see it go past him. Dumped a little bit further in for Luke Doyle to collect. Doyle sends one over across. Number 46 for Air Force bounces it off, but it's turned over there to Shanks. Shanks bodied down to the ice, unable to maintain possession. Shanks, though, wins possession, knocked down to the ice, trying to fight for it. Luke Doyle, though, good stick there to prevent any offensive chance from coming.
Big hit by New Mexico's Jared Carnes, but the Air Force with the puck inside the Lobo zone. Lobos trying to make a statement, get themselves back into this game, and get the crowd routed up as well. Still fighting for puck possession. Good, Mackenzie Miller, shot taken, and it's covered up easily by Max McCarron. Good move by Miller, but unfortunately, just a quicker glove there by McCarron. 16:37 left to go here. First period, 1-0 second period, and the Air Force lead. Air Force scoring with just under or into the game with one. Man, I cannot talk tonight, Gino. I am horrible tonight. 1 minute into the game in the first period, and it's been pretty much Air Force controlling the zone. But a new look for New Mexico here in the second period, creating more opportunities. Face-off won by New Mexico, still fighting for a loose puck. Here comes New Mexico's Ganshaw.
Ganshaw, though, unable to maintain possession as the puck is poked off his stick, and it's going to leak back into the Lobos' end.
Miniakis with the puck sends it over now. Lobos look to reset. Ganshaw now with it. Or excuse me, that was Payson.
Payson sends it across. Ganshaw now looking to throw one across to Weaver. Couldn't do it. Decides to loop around the net. Ganshaw centers one to Brown in the slot. Takes the shot. Goes wide of the net. Holding on to it now. Seth Payson tries to center one in front. Only found an Air Force stick there. Nick Weaver knocked to the ice. Payson centers one in front. Shot bounces high over the net. This line creating a lot of offense. Thrown towards the net. Air Force Smith is down. Puck is loose. Swept aside there by number 24 for Air Force. And it is out of the Air Force zone. And it looks like no icing is going to be called here as Brown retreats all the way back down to his end.
Curtis Brown with the puck for New Mexico. This crowd was ready to erupt. They thought that shot was going in. And here comes Air Force still inside the Lobo zone.
Good defensive play there by Lyman, able to stop the puck from exiting the zone.
Miniakis trying to send it up, and they do it to Nate Tagliagami.
Tagliagami, Garrett McKinstry takes the shot into the glove of Smith. Smith, an active glove so far here tonight, Josh. He's flashing the leather like what we saw last night. Garrett McKinstry streaking in, had a tough angle there. He was held up there. Luca Pisani, great defensive play, able to take the angle away from him.
Lobos creating more opportunities in this period, Gino. A lot better than the first period when it comes to puck control inside the Air Force zone.
And face-off here to take place. It's going to be one there as Justin Zhang will send it out to the blue line. Ronquillo sends it in a little bit further. Zhang able to stick that one down, throws it over across to Steeran. Steeran guys one over across, and here comes Jake Ballaway.
Air Force now with the puck inside the Lobo zone. They'll dump it behind the net over to their teammate on the right wing board. Air Force trying to center the shot. Nothing there. Bad pass, and it gets cleared out.
Puck leaks, and Jared Ronquillo looking to race in after it. He's in a foot race there with Lachpelli. Shanks takes a shot from a rough angle, loose in front. Smith able to guide it away. Turned over, though, momentarily to McKinstry. He battles for the puck still, but Zhang able to get out for Air Force.
Zhang with the puck for Air Force. Tried to take a shot, but it was not there. Sticked away by McCarron. Still fighting for a loose puck inside the Lobo zone. Air Force, top of the blue line, shot taken, and right into the glove of McCarron. That was a great opportunity here. Unfortunately, someone broke a stick, but Jared Ronquillo tried to backhand that shot. It was there, but unfortunately, just a great pad save by Smith.
Smith is on point so far. He's faced 12 shots, stopped them all so far. Max McCarron equally sterling on the UNM side. He's faced 12, only allowed, or he's faced 13, only allowed 1.
Face-off won by Air Force. Looking to control the puck. They'll take a shot off a Lobo skate and sent out of play with 14:39 to go here in the second period. Gino, both teams playing physical, great speed from both sides as well, and you're going to expect to see this for the remainder of the game too.
Definitely, Josh. Air Force employing a lot more of a physical and aggressive play style so far tonight. We saw them on their heels a little bit late in the third period. Definitely not carry over in tonight's game.
Face-off one, and it looks like it's going to be Air Force. They'll try to take a shot. Loose puck in front of the net. Good job by McCarron to clear that out.
Max with an active save there. Able to stop that one from going in. Air Force that close to doubling their lead.
Chance Shanks hit up against the boards. Lobo's in control now. Marcus Trujillo couldn't handle the puck, and it gets dumped inside the Air Force zone.
Number 46 goes in for the puck. Dumps it over to Nick Hastings. Hastings now over the blue line.
Great move by Hastings inside the Lobo zone. Big hit up against the board, makes the puck come loose. Curtis Brown now with possession of the puck. Sends it over to Tyler Levette. Levette sends it up to Chance Shanks.
Shanks now looking to enter the zone. Mackenzie Miller harasses him. Back checking leads to a turnover. Air Force looking for the counterattack. Moving in is Will Mockel.
Air Force with an opportunity, takes a shot, goes wide. And Ganshaw back on the ice for New Mexico.
Puck sent ahead now, touched up. Here comes Chance Shanks looking, analyzing, swept off his stick though. Good active stick there by Luca Pisani. Battling up against the board is Luke Doyle. He battles with Genshaw. Genshaw now put into the boards by number 17, Tanner Koch. Koch, he's put into the board, shouldered by Chance Shanks. Doyle has to send the puck ahead. He finds his teammate Holm.
Holm inside the zone for Air Force there. Try to center it, nothing there. Recovered by Air Force. Air Force on the right wing board. Let's see here. Tristan Coyer now with the puck for New Mexico. Grant telling him the pressure, and it just wasn't there, and a bad pass sends the puck inside the Air Force zone for icing. 13:01 to go.
Puck just bouncing over the stick of Nick Weaver. The Lobos trying to employ stretch passing here, and it's just not working out so far for them, Josh. And this has been something we've seen them attempt throughout the season, but it's kind of just seems like now at this point in the game, this is what they're doing to try to get zone entry.
Coach Grant Harvey not happy, yelling at his team. When you get the puck, pass it up, it is there, but the Lobos just holding on to it, looking to create something. You know, they always say don't hold on to the puck for too long. You know, you're missing a great shot opportunity here.
Shot kicked out there. Max McCarron, a great save. Now turned over. Seth Payson charging into the zone. Challenges. Zhang Payson knocked to the ice. Nick Weaver was shouldered down in the slot. Sent one over across, bounced over, got lost in a few bodies there. Now with the puck now is going to be just Chappelli. Chappelli sends one over across, and number 22, Lyman.
Puck inside the Lobo zone, and it gets cleared out. And Logan Coyer now will have the puck for New Mexico, sends it up to Payson.
Seth Payson now with the puck. He'll elude. Great Justin Zhang. Mackenzie Miller, though, a great, Spencer Anderson with a great back check there. Throws length of the ice, just eludes the stick of Payson.
Air Force now with the puck inside the Lobo zone. Logan Coyer, great defense, steals it away, and here comes Garrett McKinstry.
McKinstry and Ronquillo looking to work the numbers, but Air Force drops back. Nice move, McKinstry in front. Oh, save made by Smith. What a move, Garrett McKinstry. Showing off the stick handle. Smith stayed with him, though, able to stop that shot.
This crowd was waiting to just explode on that opportunity. A great pad save by Smith.
What a save. Garrett McKinstry showing off his stick handles there. He'll stay on the ice as Nate Tagliagami and Miller set to take the face-off. Ronquillo, Levette, and Miniakis on the ice for the UNM as well. 46 for Air Force will loop run around. It goes past Spencer Anderson as he knocks Levette down to the ice near the blue line.
Nate Tagliagami, after Tyler Levette fell down, loose puck, and Hastings falls, and the loose puck is controlled by McKinstry. But it goes right back to the Air Force. Air Force takes a shot, and they whiff it. And Jared Ronquillo will clear now. Air Force will try to push it back inside the Lobo zone. Lobo's waiting for it, and here they come. Garrett McKinstry once again gets his poke checked away. Big kick causes the puck to come loose. McCarron coming out of the net to play the puck over to McKinstry.
McKinstry sidesteps a hit there by Miller, able to avoid the worst of that contact.
Tyler Levette now with the puck for New Mexico. Back and forth. Here comes New Mexico now looking to set something up. Back to McKinstry.
McKinstry, he's been streaking all night long. It's nice shovel-in backhander there by the captain, Ronquillo. Tagliagami tries to center one, couldn't do it. Nice active stick by Pisani. Miniakis winds, fires, let's go!
Nico Miniakis puts it 5-hole, and we're knotted up that one with 11:05 to go.
It's deja vu at the Outpost Arena. Nico Miniakis, a blast from the blue line, and we're tied as he scores his second goal of the series. What a shot. Nico just whined and fired from the blue line, beats Smith 5-hole, and this game is knotted up with 11:05 to go.
Great. That's what I think Coach Grant Harvey wanted to see. Creating opportunities. Nico takes a shot from top of the blue line, and we're all knotted up here at one.
What a shot. Nico Miniakis flexing his offensive muscles here as the faceoff is kicked back into the Air Force zone. Going in after it is going to be Sean Walsh. Walsh will send one over across, tries to send one in, and now moving in for Air Force is going to be Lyman.
Air Force now, they take a shot, and it goes off the pads of McCarron and out of play. And with 10:52 left to go here, well, all night at one. Miniakis now with the goal for New Mexico. And it's Nate Tagliagami with the assist. And Garrett McKinstry as well.
Huge goal for the Lobos, Josh. That's going to sway momentum here in the second period. Both goaltenders giving up goals through the 5-hole so far.
Face-off won by New Mexico as Logan Coyer will have the puck control here. He looks to attack the Air Force zone now.
Sends one over across, moving in is Carnes. Carnes now put up into the boards hard there by Luca Pisani. Jared Carnes now battles for the puck. It's chipped past him by Jake Ballaway. Put into the boards hard, Chance Shanks. He put Cole Lyman almost into the UNM bench. Battling there in front of the bench for the puck possession. Lobos and Air Force bodies collide. Still chipping away for the puck there. It's Benjamin Sturman, and the referee is finally going to blow his whistle here with 10:16 to go in the second.
And the one person you didn't think was going to be able to be a big, huge factor in this weekend series is Nico, but he has 2 goals for New Mexico, and they're huge goals too, to knot it up at 1.
Nico Miniakis has scored the equalizing goal both nights here for the Lobos, and none more bigger than that goal scored here as Nick Weaver settles in to take on Miller in the faceoff, wins it over to Logan, walks the blue line, takes a shot, deflected in front, puck loose, swept aside there. Going in after Payson, swept ahead of him. Spencer Anderson for Air Force will see it elude him. He'll collect it center ice and charge into the Lobos end.
Air Force now, Hastings with the puck. Logan Coyer pushes them up against the boards, trying to create a loose puck opportunity. And Weaver now with control for New Mexico. Grant Harvey telling his team, we got to keep the momentum going, push it.
Moving in now, Genshaw, he's put into the boards hard, and he collides with one of the linesmen as well. Huge hitting here in the second. Turned over, Genshaw tries to dance past a few Air Force players, can't do it. Tristan takes a shot from the blue line, send it in front, loose puck. Oh, swept aside in front, bodies colliding. Justin Zhang, Air Force able to sweep it aside. It's at Genshaw now. Spencer Anderson for Air Force will control the puck, throws one length of the ice, and now they enter the zone. It's Zhang.
Zhang trying to take a shot, loose puck in front of the net. And still fighting for puck control, still loose, but Max comes out of his crease and covers it up with 9:16 to go in the second period. And that's one thing Air Force was trying to do, was to keep this New Mexico crowd out of it. And now with that huge goal, fans are pretty excited now. That student section getting pretty loud for New Mexico.
Definitely, Josh, this crowd has been on edge all night long. You alluded to it, wanting to let that cheer erupt, and that goal huge for the Lobos. You got to think fan momentum now on their side.
Air Force wins the faceoff. They were going to take a slap shot. Great move on Jared Ronquillo. Loose puck in front of the net and goes right into the pads of Max McCarron. And he's been lights out as well tonight. Both goaltenders, it's not going to be easy to get anything by them. And shot opportunities equal on both ends with an 18-16 advantage for Air Force. Face-off once again. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead,
Not often, Josh. We've seen UNM trail in shots this season so far. This is a rarity for them.
Still fighting for puck control here on the left wing board is Nate Tagliagami. Now over to Jared Ronquillo. Ronquillo looks to set an opportunity for Garrett McKinstry.
McKinstry now in after the puck. He'll stop up short of the near boards corner. McKinstry, nice move in front again. It's Nate Tagliagami, throws one in front, deflects off a leg in front. Holding on to the puck now is Holm, as Holm will exit the zone out to center ice and into the UNM end.
Big hit by New Mexico, makes the puck come loose. Curtis Brown with putting up one of the Air Force members against the boards. Brown now will control the puck. He'll look to center it. And loose puck, and here comes McKinstry.
McKinstry streaking in, shot taken, shouldered away. Smith, a great save there. Sends one over across now. Puck loose and some sticks. Shanks looking to apply some additional pressure, but it leaks out into the UNM end.
Puck inside the Lobo zone. Tyler Levette trying to send it over to Nate Tagliagami.
Here comes Marcus Trujillo. He's in after the puck again. Smith directing traffic in front of his own net. Sends one over across, but it's a blind pass and steer in for Air Force. Will send it out to center ice.
Air Force trying to go inside the Lobo zone, but there was a member of the Air Force offside. But Logan Coyer now has puck. Great move. Still fighting for puck patrol behind the net. Top of the blue line now, Air Force on the left wing. Sends it over to the right wing, top blue line. Shot taken, patted away by McKieran. Lobos trying to get the rebound, and they do. They'll clear it out, and the Air Force will have to reset.
Pisani has to retreat for Air Force. He's got Carnes applying some pressure to him. Throws it across to his teammate Lyman. Lyman now guides one over across to Pisani. Carnes still applying some pressure. Sends one over across to Steeren. Turnover there as Air Force is able to chip it out to center ice. They've got a 2-on-1.
Here comes Air Force now. Right wing shot taken. Loose puck in front of the net. Good defense by New Mexico.
Set length of the ice. Genshaw looking for another opportunity. Puck just outside of his reach as Pisani. Genshaw able to sidestep a hit by him. UNM almost an opportunity on their end. That puck just out of Genshaw's reach. Holding on to it now, touching it on his Walsh. He'll send one over across, over the stick of Pisani, over to Steeren.
Here comes Miller now on the attack for Air Force. Good defense by New Mexico. New Mexico now, Curtis Brown with the puck for the Lobos. He'll try to dump it inside. Good job sending it over to Payson.
Payson settles it down, leaves for Nick Weaver. They just had a miscommunication. Now it's back to Brown, over to Miniakis. Miniakis takes the shot, deflected in front. Just wide. Weaver a chance, and that one goes wide as well. Weaver, second chance, just put it behind the boards. Thrown behind, now it's Nick Weaver. Touches it up, bounces over his stick. Waits, decides to take the puck out himself, sends one over across to Miniakis. Miniakis to Brown. Brown looks, takes the shot. That one deflected by Pisani's stick and goes into the near boards corner. Payson continuing to battle, gives back to Brown. Brown a shot, deflects wide. Going in after it is Genshaw. Genshaw's going to be harassed and put into the boards there by Walsh. Sent back over across, loose in front, and Pisani's nice stick there. Another opportunity, Payson battling for it, and Mackenzie Miller will finally clear the zone for Air Force.
Miller and Hastings inside the Lobo zone. Loses control of the puck, and it goes right over to Payson, but Hastings poke checks it away. Big hit, causes the puck to come loose. Miller trying to set something up, wasn't there. Payson trying to fight off Hastings for control of the puck. Sends it over to Miller. Miller now, top of the blue line to John. John takes a shot, patted away by McCarron. Loose puck now, here comes New Mexico. They'll dump it inside the Air Force zone.
Dumped into the zone, going in after it is going to be Zhang. Zhang settles it down. Nate Tagliagami enters the zone. He'll send it out to center ice. Making a nice move there, number 17 for Air Force. Knocked down by Jared Ronquillo, shot taken in, and Max is able to pad that one away, and that'll lead to a stoppage of play here.
Looks like they're going to get offsides on Air Force. A couple Lobo players wondering what happened there, and I guess they didn't notice the offsides. So with 5:24 to go here in the second period, all knotted up at 1, and we'll have a face-off just outside the Lobo zone, won by New Mexico. New Mexico looking to set something up, and they'll try to get over to Garrett McKinstry, but Jung was right there, and we'll have another play stoppage here, and looks like we'll have an offsides once again. So another face-off will be taken at center ice. Don't forget, fans, to join us next weekend when Northern Arizona comes to visit the Lobos. It's a great opportunity. If you guys cannot make it here to the Outpost, make sure you guys tune it in right here to the Lobo Hockey Network.
Jared Ronquillo has his stick tied up in a few Air Force players as it's dumped in for Zhang to collect. Garrett McKinstry there to meet him. Ronquillo and Logan Coyer, but that puck will leak just over the blue line and offsides will be called.
And we'll find out the ACHA standings come Monday morning. And we'll see if the Lobos get bumped up or what their position will be. But right now, the Lobos is looking to create that goal-leading opportunity here.
As set to take the face off is going to be Nate Tagliagami. He faces off against number 17, Tanner Koch.
Coyer now with the puck for New Mexico, plays it behind his own net. Looking to set something up now. Tristan sends it over to Jared Ronquillo.
Captain takes the shot. That one goes wide of Smith in net. Going in after Zhang and going to be Garrett McKestry, and it's going to be a whistle. The goalie tried to cover the puck up, but the puck squeaked loose. But the whistle blew, and that'll lead to a face-off in the Air Force end.
Lobo's wondering why the ref blew his whistle. It's understandable. It looked like Smith had the puck.
Refs are trained to blow the whistle anytime they lose sight of the puck, because it's going to be Marcus Trujillo, flanked by Chan Shanks, Jared Carnes, walking the blue line, the Coyer cousins. And taking the face-off for Air Force is going to be Jake Ballway. Face-off over to Logan. He'll take a quick shot, bounces wide of the net. Number 46 for Air Force will chip it off the boards, and that'll leak into the UNM end, and it looks like it's going to go all the way down for an icing.
4:35 to go here. Jared Carnes on the ice for New Mexico. Chan Shanks, Marcus Trujillo, Logan Coyer, and Tristan Coyer. And this is a great line for New Mexico, as you got Chan Shanks out there and Jared Carnes. Marcus Trujillo missed some of the beginning of the season. It's good to see him back on the ice for New Mexico.
Ballway set to take the face-off against Shanks. Shanks knocked to the ice. Air Force able to touch the puck up, and they'll be out of their zone.
Air Force dumps the puck inside the Lobo zone as Tristan Coyer now will play it for New Mexico. Plays it behind the net to cousin Logan. Logan looking to set something up. Still battling for puck position here, and Air Force now has it. Air Force back at center ice. They'll dump the puck inside the Lobo zone once again. Tristan now in the corner, looking to set something up. He gets hit up against the boards. Puck comes loose. Jared Carn recovers. Lobo's looking to set something up now as Tristan sends it over to Logan. Still back and forth, fighting for battle here. And here we go, back in the Air Force zone, back at center ice. Air Force will dump it inside. And Tristan will look to play here again. Sends it over to Logan. Logan looking to attack for New Mexico. Good defense by Hastings, though. Keeps the puck inside. Shot opportunity taken, and it's a goal for the Air Force. And those left to rights are just hard to deflect away. And Air Force now, with 3:32 to go here in the second period, jump out to a 2-1 lead.
What a beautiful feed there. Hastings and Miller link up to give Air Force a 2-1 lead, Josh. And like you mentioned, those cross-crease chances, hard for the goalie to get to. And Air Force executes that one to perfection, and they are regain the lead here with 3:32 to go in the second.
Ganshaw will be the face-off man for New Mexico, as well as Miller for Air Force.
And what a shot taken there. Air Force showing off, flexing their offensive muscles here. As the puck is going to be played ahead, Lobo's looking to answer quickly here. Moving into the zone, Genshaw takes a shot blocked low by the body of Luca Pisani.
Here comes Hastings once again inside the Lobo zone, trying to make a move. Just wasn't there. Pisani now with the puck for New Mexico. Shot taken off of Lobo's stick, and here comes New Mexico.
Oh, Weaver was tapping his stick on the ice, looking for that stretch pass. Just a little too late, though. Here comes Genshaw, drops over to Weaver. That puck goes past him. Picking it up, though, Tanner Koch.
Koch now with the puck for New Mexico takes it into the Lobo zone, where two Lobos declined in each other. Backhanded shot, rebounded by McKiernan, and he sends it away. Back and forth now for Air Force. They'll have it on the right wing. Into the pads of McKiernan, and he'll cover it up with 2:40 to go in the second period.
Air Force now starting to own a little bit more of the offensive zone time here as the time gets late in the second period, Josh. Lobos are going to have to look for another quick answer here. You don't want to go into the third period trailing. Not a good place to be.
And we'll have a face-off inside the Lobo zone. That's number 17 for Air Force, Tanner Koch. And he'll be going up against, it looks like it was Nate Tagliagami, and a shot taken by Air Force back inside the glove of McCarran. So we'll have another face-off again, just left of McCarran. And referee didn't like something he saw. And we'll go again here with Nate Tagliagami, the face-off man for New Mexico. Won by UNM. Here comes Garrett McKinstry and Jared Ronquillo.
McKinstry cutting up through center ice, has the puck poked off his stick, though. Good defensive play there made by LaChapelle.
Nate Tagliagami now with the puck inside his zone. Looking to set something up. Coach Grant Harvey not happy about that last attack for New Mexico. Air Force now looking to center it. Nothing there. Whoa, popped up in the air and into the glove of McCarron. One of the Air Force members hit up against the board head first. Always want to make sure he's all right. He gets up confidently and walks off the ice.
Kind of a dangerous sliding collision there on the boards for that Air Force player, but like you mentioned, Josh, able to get to his feet.
2 minutes to go here, second period, 2-1 Air Force. And we'll have a face-off to the left of McCarron again. And it'll be Jake Ballway now for Air Force and Chance Shanks for New Mexico for the face-off. And referees going over something right now with the Air Force coach. Probably just checking on the player, make sure he's all right. Face-off one, and Nico Miniakis now has it for New Mexico. Tries to send it over to Tyler Levette, gets poke checked away by Air Force. Air Force now has the puck behind their net. Ballway trying to center in, nothing there. Good pass saved by McCarron. Air Force now has the puck still in the Lobo zone. Shot taken, deflected off Nico. Here comes Chance Shanks now for New Mexico.
Nice move. Shanks tries to send one ahead to Carnes, just eludes him. Number 46 for Air Force will go in after it. Sends one over across. Collected by Benjamin Stewart, and he'll send over across, and now into the zone is moving number 22, Colton Lyman.
Air Force with the puck inside the Lobo zone on the left wing board here. Air Force looking to play behind the Lobo net. Trying to center it, nothing there. Loose puck in front of the net. Good job by Marcus Trujillo to keep that away.
Trujillo sends a length of the ice. Good active stick there by Stewart and able to interrupt that pass. Fans trying to get the Lobos into it. Here comes Marcus Trujillo. Trujillo decides to take a wide angle, looking for support. Takes a shot in and out of the glove of Smith. The rebound is loose. Poked right back into him, and Smith will cover with 57.3 to go in the second period.
And you got to go in the locker room, Gino, thinking what's Grant's strategy going to be? What line are we going to see the most of coming into the third period? And right now, the Weaver, Payson, and Ganshon line doing the most productivity right now.
I think that's the line you have to go with, Josh, moving into the third period. This line has shown offensive productivity in last night's game. Repeat performance tonight as Nick Weaver will battle for the puck there in the corner. Seth Payson now with the puck, sends one over. Tristan Coyer at the blue line, takes a shot, deflected wide into the pass. Smith loose. Smith is down and out. The puck was still loose, struck to the side of the net. Thrown around the boards now. Holding on to it there is going to be Spencer Anderson. Anderson chips it ahead, just past the stick of Pisani. Genshaw able to maintain possession, bounces off of the shoulder of one of the Air Force players. It's dumped in a little bit further, having to retreat now is Sean Walsh. Walsh tries to send over to Anderson. He battles there with Logan Coyer. The puck sent length of the ice, and that'll be touched up for icing.
Big face-off coming up here for New Mexico with 24.2 seconds to go in the second period. Last night, Gino, this is where New Mexico striked again for that second goal and the momentum shifter as well.
Definitely looking for another one of those here tonight as 24.2 left to go in the second period. Coach Grant Harvey sticking with the Genshaw, Weaver, and Payson line. And Coyer Cousins manning the blue line for the Lobos. Payson with the puck. Patient, drops over for Logan. Logan takes a shot, deflected, goes wide over across, collected by Tristan. He's put into the shoulder down to the ice there. Gets back to his feet. Nick Weaver now looking to fake Pisani out. It goes around the net, down to the final three, takes a shot, deflected wide, and that'll take us to the end of the second.
And the referee pointing at number 24 with a cross check. And that looks to be Sean Walsh. So it looks like New Mexico might have a power play opportunity when we come back to the third period.
It looks like they probably will. Josh, you mentioned the gesture by the official. And Lobos, if they can carry a power play into the start of the third period, could be huge for a momentum shift for them. As once again, they go into a period intermission here down by a goal.
And great play by New Mexico. A lot better than the first period, Gino. And you got to go into the locker room with Coach Grant Harvey thinking you guys got to just keep it up, create more opportunities, and let's get that game tied up.
Definitely got to keep momentum going here. Got to keep the positives in the front of your mind. Could kind of eliminate a little bit of the turnover passing we saw in that period, but definitely a lot of positives to build on for UNM, and some spots for them to utilize there as we approach the third period.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take another break here, and when we come back, we got an exciting third period coming up for you here at the Outpost. It's the Air Force Academy 2, New Mexico 1. You're watching Lobo Hockey right here on the Lobo Hockey Network. We'll be right back. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Outpost Arena in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's third period hockey between the University of New Mexico and the Air Force Academy. Air Force with a 2-1 lead, but New Mexico to start the power play as there was a penalty right at the end of the period on number 24 for the Air Force, Sean Walsh. So New Mexico to start with the power play.
Huge for them, start of this third period. Josh definitely gives them a huge leg up as they are looking to tie this game. Like we mentioned, and we've been talking about all broadcast long, it is not common for the Lobos to be trailing in games. We haven't really seen it at any of their home games this season. So the power play to start out this third period is going to be huge if they can capitalize on it. You got to think Coach Grant Harvey, that's what he was talking about in the intermission. He really wants his team to capitalize on this because you don't know, with the way Air Force's defense has been playing tonight, you don't know how many more scoring opportunities this team is going to see.
Air Force looking to close out New Mexico tonight and send them home with the loss. But we'll see what New Mexico has in store. Don't forget, if you guys can't catch the game next week when Northern Arizona comes in, make sure you guys tune in to the Lobo Hockey Network. We want to thank every single one of you. Remember, we're still looking for some photos for the puck challenge. We're going to give away a set of pucks to one lucky fan. So take a picture of your how you're watching the game. If you're in your living room, if you're watching on your laptop, if you're watching at work when you're not supposed to, send us a picture, and then one lucky winner is going to go home with a prize pack of pucks.
Genshaw takes the face-off for UNM against Mackenzie Miller, and Logan Coyer will retreat into his own zone. A little bit of mixing and matching of lines here as we start the third. It's Zach Genshaw on the ice with Nate Tagliagami and Chance Shanks. So Coach Grant Harvey mixing it up here in this third period on the power play.
Lobo's looking to get the puck control here behind the Air Force net as Jared Ronquillo comes away with it. He'll send it over now, looking to set something up, but the Air Force defenders poke check it away. Here they come on the attack.
Air Force looking to gain entry. Odd numbers here, shorthanded. It's Justin Zhang with the puck, sends over across to Mackenzie Miller. Miller, nice pirouette twirl, able to avoid contact, takes a quick shot in, and they score! Mackenzie Miller with Zhang in front of the net, and they beat Max McCarron 5-hole for the second time in this game, and Air Force scores shorthanded to make it 3-1.
And another bad bounce there that goes 5-hole, and McCarron looking at himself going, I could do this, get back in it, and the Lobos still on the power play with 1:19 to go. But a shorthanded goal is something you did not want to see to start this period.
And it's really going to be about response here, Josh. You come into the period with a power play chance to tie the game, then you give up a shorty that gives your opponent a 2-goal advantage. Lobos are going to have to dig deep here to find some momentum to develop here in this third period.
Logan Coyer now with the puck for New Mexico, dumps the puck inside the Air Force zone. Looking to set something up is New Mexico now. Air Force doing a great job of not creating any opportunities for New Mexico. Under a minute in the power play, 18:56 to go here in the third period, 3-1 Air Force. New Mexico now trying to set something up, nothing there. Top of the blue line now over to Nate Tagliagami. Tags back to Ganshaw. Back up the Tags on the top of the blue line, back to Ganshaw on the left wing. Looking there, shot taken by Ronquillo, the puck in goal! Jared Ronquillo sends a power play goal for New Mexico. 18:35 left to go here in the third period, and Jared brings the game within one.
Huge response there by the captain, leading the way for this Lobos team, able to cut the deficit down to 1, and the Lobos are now staring a 3-2 deficit here with 18:35 to go in the third period.
Good opportunity there by Jared Ronquillo, was the loose puck in front of the net, and he slap shots it in, and we'll have another face-off here at center ice with Ganshaw back on the ice for New Mexico, as well as Payson.
As Zhang will collect the puck for Air Force, send one over across to Home into the zone, harassed by Nico Miniakis, sends one in front, only finds the stick of Tyler Levitt, sends over across to Nick Weaver. Weaver sends it length of the neutral zone ice, drop pass to Zach Genshaw.
Genshaw on the left wing, sends it, loose puck in front of the net, and it gets deflected away. Fans trying to get the Lobos back inside this game.
Here comes Home. He'll challenge Miniakis, throws one in the direction of McCarron. He'll glove that one down, and we'll take a whistle here with 18:06 to go in the third.
Lobo goal scored by number 7.
And that was a quick response, just probably about 30 seconds off the clock. And we'll have another face-off inside the New Mexico zone. And then Hastings and Tagliagami will be the face-off men.
It's McKinstry, Ronquillo, Levitt, and Miniakis on the ice for the Lobos as well. In the corner, sends one over across. Hastings across. Big drive from the point. Deflects just wide. Pisani taking a blast from the blue line. Hastings harassed by Levitt in the corner. McKinstry lends aid. Spencer Anderson also in there for Air Force, battling for possession. Sends one over back to Pisani. Pisani sends it in deeper for Mackenzie Miller. Miller has to sidestep a few players, throws one across, unable to find anybody. Nick Hastings battles there with Levitt in the corner, turns the puck over. Garrett McKinstry loses puck possession momentarily, able to regain it, and he's out of the zone. Has his pass, though, knocked down by the stick of Miller. He'll throw across to Pisani, unable to connect, but Spencer Anderson back on the attack with Miller. Miller now goes wide, centers for Anderson, poked just high over the UNM net. It's Garrett McKinstry, able to sidestep Anderson. Shot taken from the point, deflects wide off the stick of Tristan Coyer. Mackenzie Miller goes to hunt the puck down. It is over to the stick of Garrett McKinstry, though, sending a little bit deeper. Now with the puck is going to be Lyman. Lyman sends it in a little bit further, unable to connect with his teammate Benjamin Sturin. McKinstry with the puck, battling now, tied up with a few sticks. Jake Ballway now with possession, gives one over across. It's Luke Doyle, back over across. Nice move made there by Ballway. Centers one in front and able to connect. Tristan Coyer with a stick there. Air Force will see the puck go out of the zone. Having to stop up is Doyle. Doyle now will just throw one in for Logan Coyer to go after. Coyer settles it down behind his own net, decides to send one over across to Marcus Trujillo, who bounces it off the boards, and here comes Jared Carnes.
Carnes hit up against the board as the puck comes loose. Chad Shanks will play it for the Lobos. Still fighting for puck control now as Air Force now has it. They'll look to attack center ice.
Air Force looking to start the counter. That stretch pass just out of the reach of Benjamin Sturin. Send in a little bit further. Tristan Coyer will send it out of play, and faceoff will be in the far faceoff out of the UNM zone.
16-18 to go here. Third period, 3-2 Air Force as both teams strike early.
On the ice for the Lobos is going to be Genshaw with Logan Coyer, Seth Payson, Nick Weaver. Tristan Coyer on the ice as well. Faceoff goes into the corner. Going in after it is Tanner Koch. He's put into the boards by Logan. Sent down to the ice, pinned there. And he'll send the puck over across. Settling it down is Will Mockel. Shot taken from the point, deflects just wide. Now going to collect the puck for Air Force is going to be Holm. Knocked to his knees. Battling for the puck there. It squeaks past him, and now Genshaw will lift it a little bit higher. Held in, though, by Holm. Holm now takes a shot, deflects wide, hits some bodies in front, never made it to the net. Puck still loose. Genshaw retains control, twirls away from Will Mockel. He'll settle it down. Now sends one over across to Seth Payson. Payson stops up. He's pushed there on the ice there by Koch. Sends one over across. Delayed penalty. Empty net for the Lobos. Extra man on the ice. And that puck is turned over. And that one is going to be touched up by Air Force number 18, Spencer Anderson. The Lobos, Josh, are going to have another power play opportunity.
Almost a mistake right here in front of the net. Max McCarron came off for the extra attacker, but the pass almost deflected off Coyer's stick and almost into the net. Coach Grant Harvey not happy with that. And a tripping call, and we'll have a power play for New Mexico. And we'll have the face-off in the Air Force zone. It'll look like Seth Payson on the ice, as well as Ganshaw, Ronquillo, Logan Coyer, and Nate Tagliagami. Great power play line for New Mexico out on the ice now. Ronquillo sends it over to Nate Tagliagami. Tags back up to Coyer. Coyer back over to Nate Tagliagami. Tagliagami sends it up to Coyer. Fans getting the Lobos into this game. Logan now takes a shot, top of the blue line, loose puck, and it goes around. And unfortunately just not there. Still fighting for puck control. Big hit by Jared Ronquillo, but Hastings still has control of the pucks for Air Force. Lobos still with possession of the puck inside their zone, looking to set something up here. On the left wing, top of the blue line. Sends it over right wing to Nate Tagliagami. Tagliagami back to Ronquillo, nothing there. Logan now, top of the blue line. He'll take a shot patted by Hastings, but recovered by New Mexico.
Nice block by Nick Hastings to prevent that puck from going any deeper.
Ganshaw takes a shot right into the pads of Smith, and we'll have another face-off with the 14:31 to go here in the third period. 3-2 Air Force lead.
Nice opportunity there. Lobo's getting some puck cycling working in the offensive zone here, Josh, something we saw them struggle with earlier in the game. This power play was able to strike earlier in the period, looking for a repeat performance here.
Face-off won by Air Force. But the Lobos doing a good job of trying to keep it in their zone, but it gets cleared out. McCarron will come out of net.
Max touches it up, surveys his options, decides to dump it behind his back over to Nate Tagliagami. Tags will drop one over to Logan. Logan now settles behind his net and scans his options on the ice. Looks to start the breakout. Chips one ahead over to Nate Tagliagami, who charges out to center ice.
Here comes Tags inside the Air Force zone. He makes a great move on a defender, tries to center it. Loose puck in front of the net. Payson almost had it in, nothing there. Deflected away by Smith, rebounded by Air Force, and they look to clear it out.
20 seconds to go left on the power play. Max touches it up and leaves it for Logan. Logan is scanned there by the captain for Air Force, Colton Lyman. Logan now, final 10 seconds to go on the power play. Lobos are going to have to move if they're going to capitalize on the man advantage.
Here comes the Lobos now inside the Air Force zone. Tried to center it, just got deflected away. Still fighting for puck controls. Air Force now back at full strength. Couple of fresh legs for New Mexico as a shot was taken and a glove saved by Miller with Smith with 13:23 to go here in the third period.
If you have a chance to catch a drink or some type of fun on the weekend,
and now you got to think for Coach Grant Harvey which lines are going to be your best to capitalize here.
you get $1 off your drink.
As Jared Ronquillo, Nate Tagliagami, Nico Miniakis, and Garrett McKinstry, Tyler Levet on the ice for the Lobos. Face-off won by Air Force. They look to clear it out. Glove goes in the air. And we'll have an icy call against Air Force, so another face-off coming up with 13:16 to go.
Icing the puck there, Air Force. Lobos able to keep these Air Force players on the ice here, and maybe an opportunity to capitalize, as the Lobos now are going to have to, like you said, Josh, find new avenues of offense production here. They have been stifled more than usual in this evening's game by this Air Force defense.
Looks like Nate Tagliagami will be the face-off man for New Mexico. One over to Jared Ronquillo. Ronquillo sends it over to Tyler Levet. Levet takes a shot, goes wide. Rebounded by Miniakis. Miniakis, he'll take a shot and also wide again. As we hit the 13-minute mark here in the third period, Air Force now has control of the puck.
Here comes Nick Hastings into the zone. Takes a quick shot off the pads of Max McCarron. Down to the ice goes Hastings. Puck sent back to the blue line. Touched up there by Garrett McKinstry. Turned over, though. Able to dump it in a little bit further is going to be Will Mockel. Max sends it up the boards over for Tyler Levet. Levet harassed there by Mockel. Has to stop, turn, give over to Carnes. Carnes now. He decides to go around his own net. Carnes sends one over across to McKinstry. Those two crisscross with each other, thrown length of the ice, unable to connect with anybody, and it bounces into the Air Force zone for icing.
12:28 to go here, third period. Don't forget, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and that notification bell. That'll let you know anytime that we go live here on YouTube. We want to thank every single one of you for tuning in tonight. We really hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast.
Jared Carnes settles in to take the face-off here. He will go against Tanner Conch for Air Force. Flanking Jared Carnes is going to be Tyler Levet. Also on there, Marcus Trujillo as well. Levet retreats around his own net. He's met there by Karsten Holm. Puck sent out to center ice. Air Force able to sweep it across into the stick of Chance Shanks. He'll retreat into his own zone. Drops one over across to Carnes. Chips it high on the boards. Shanks sends one over across, unable to really connect with anybody there. Air Force will send the puck up. It gets caught up at center ice.
Lobos dump the puck inside Air Force zone. And Logan Coyer and Ganshaw back on the ice as well as Logan.
Sends one length of the ice. Tristan able to chip that one out of his zone, and here comes Zach Genshaw moving in.
Ganshaw makes a great move on an Air Force defender as he goes into the boards. Still fighting for puck control. Another great move. Unfortunately, just a great stick by Air Force. Lobos trying to fight off an Air Force defender. That's Chance Shanks. Shanks trying to center it. Nothing there, and Air Force looks to clear it out.
Sends it length of the ice, and that one won't go far enough for icing, so Logan Coyer has to collect it. Stops up. Waits for his teammates to set. Logan now had the puck momentarily tied up in the skates of Zach Genshaw. Sends one over across to his cousin Tristan. Tristan now sends one off the boards into the stick of Nick Weaver. Weaver stood up there by number 46 from Air Force.
Air Force now inside their own zone. Payson trying to hunt down the puck, but Air Force defender just a little too quick. Bad pass causes it over to Ganshaw. Ganshaw, top of the blue line over to Coyer. Coyer, loose puck in front of the net. Still fighting for puck possession. And it's recovered by New Mexico. Logan Coyer once again. Pass saved by Smith. Loose puck rebounded by New Mexico. Payson, top of the blue line, over to Logan Coyer. Coyer over to cousin Tristan. Lobos looking to set something up here, and looks like it gets poke checked away, and Air Force now on the attack.
46 on the counterattack, moving in on Max. Nice move in front. Backhands one towards the net. Max able to get a pad on that one. Stopped up in the corner there. Battling is Jake Ballaway. Lending support is Spencer Anderson. Pins Logan Coyer to the boards. Coming in after the puck is going to be Nick Hastings. Past Tristan Coyer. Looking for support. Just lobs one back into the zone for Anderson to collect behind the net. Anderson sends one up further up the boards. Looking for support. Sends it over to La Chapelle. Hastings tied up. Anderson lends support. Nick Weaver now with the puck as he'll sends it high, but that's going to touch the roof here at the Outpost Arena and lead to a stoppage of play and a face-off in the UNM end.
10 minutes to go here, third period. Lobos looking to answer to tie this game up. One of Lobos broke a stick here. That was Tristan Coyer losing his stick. And on the ice for New Mexico, Tyler Levette, Garrett McKinstry, Nate Tagliagami, and Curtis Brown. And the face-off will be just to the right of Max McCarron. Lobo fans getting hyped, trying to get this Lobo team to tie this game up.
Nate Tagliagami settles in for the face-off against Nick Hastings. Puck tied up in some sticks. Spencer Anderson goes in after it. Puck sent around the boards. Holding on to it, McKenzie touches it up. He'll avoid a hit. Just ducking under Nick Hastings there. Spencer Anderson sends on to Hastings. Couldn't really connect with him there. It's Garrett McKinstry, tries to avoid a hit. Here comes Jared Ronquillo, 2-on-1 with Nate Tagliagami.
Tagliagami taking a shot just wide of the net. Great opportunity there for a 2-on-1, and we have a penalty here. And we'll see who this is against.
And it looks like it might be an Air Force player heading to the penalty box. Not too sure. Referees are still kind of figuring out.
And it's a power play opportunity. We'll let you know who it's against.
It looks like it is going to be a power play opportunity for the Lobos, and it's going to be Mackenzie Miller heading to the box.
So here comes that power play line of Tagliagami, Ganshaw, Coyer, Payson, and Ronquillo. Face off won by New Mexico. Ronquillo over to Nate Tagliagami. Tagliagami to Logan Coyer. Back to Tagliagami. Tags back to Coyer. Top of the blue line. Sends it over to Ganshaw. Ganshaw back to Logan Coyer. Logan, a shot taken, just patted away though by Smith. 9:20 to go here, third period, 3-2 Air Force lead. Lobos again, top of the blue line, almost found its way in the back of the net, off the shoulder of Smith. Another shot taken, rebounded by Air Force. Lobos doing a good job of keeping that puck inside the Air Force zone.
Nice move by Genshaw, able to retain possession at the blue line.
Payson now with the puck for New Mexico, sends it up to Tagliagami. Tagliagami over to Logan Coyer. Had some good looks tonight so far. Another shot taken, pace. Oh, loose puck in front of the net, and Smith knocks it away. Another shot taken, loose puck, and goal! Loose puck in front of the net, rebounded by New Mexico, and we're knotted up at 3 with 8:49 to go.
A good goal there.
And that's
Lobo
Jared
able
Ronquillo.
to capitalize. Loose pucks in front of the net. Smith down and out, unable to locate it. Lobos have tied the game at 3.
And Gino, that was a great rebound by Jared Ronquillo. Great opportunity, gets the fans loud and proud here in the outpost. We're going to have a heck of a finish here in the third period.
And now this sets up for a dramatic third period ending here, tied at 3 with 8:45 to go in the game. Sends one over across, quick shot taken, goes high, wide past Max McCarron. Marcus Trujillo sends one over across to Curtis Brown, sent length of the ice, number 46 for Air Force, holds on to it. Sends one over across and a little bit deeper. Max will stick that one down, guided to the side of the net for Curtis Brown, gives over to Trujillo. Trujillo trying to clear the zone momentarily, helped along by Jared Carnes.
Air Force with the puck inside their zone, looking to set up the attack inside the Lobo zone.
Sends one over across.
Loose puck inside the Lobo zone now. And looks like the Lobos will have it behind the Air Force net. Lobos now on the left wing, looking to center it, nothing there. Still fighting for the boards, hit hard, loose puck. And a penalty here, and it looks like there was a hard hit up against the boards. And another power play opportunity. Let's see what happened here. And the ref's still sorting this thing out. Let's see if we can take a look on what happened here. And number 46 for Air Force. That's John Tosaroli's getting the penalty. And it just looks like a big hit up against the boards. They're probably going to get him for, looks like roughing there.
As the faceoff is taken here, roped around the boards. Max McCarron touches it up for Logan Coyer. On the ice for your Lobos on the power play is going to be Logan Coyer, Nate Tagliagami, Zach Genshaw, Seth Payson, and the captain with 2 goals tonight, Jared Ronquillo.
Payson, he takes a big hit from an Air Force player. Genshaw trying to fight off the Air Force defender. Air Force looking to clear the puck, but great defense by New Mexico keeps that puck inside the Air Force zone.
Payson took the brunt of that hit from Luca Pisani, who's been all over the Air Force defensive zone.
Collier, top of the blue line, sends it over to Nate Tagliagami. Tagliagami trying to send it over to Payson. Good defense by Air Force, not letting any center passes get through. Over the top to Logan Coyer. Logan back, looking to set something up with 7 minutes to go. 1:06 left to go in the power play. Lobo fans letting the goaltender hear it for Air Force. Tagliagami sends it back to Logan Coyer. Coyer with the shot just wide of the net, rebounded by New Mexico. Logan now, top of the blue line, sends it over to Nate Tagliagami. Tags back to Coyer. Coyer with the behind the back pass, nothing there, and Air Force now on the attack.
Nick Hastings on the counter, likes to make a move around Logan Coyer. He'll just send that one a little bit deeper. Puck bounces off the 6 of Max McCarron. Now holding on to it is Logan Coyer, sends over across to Tagliagami.
Lobos now dump the puck inside, loose puck in front of the net. Still fighting for possession here, and Air Force has it.
Sent in deeper now. Max McCarron will touch it up. Logan Coyer with Miniakis, Marcus Trujillo, Nick Weaver, and Chance Shanks on the ice for the Lobos.
Miniakis inside the Air Force zone with it. Hit up against the board. Puck comes loose. And McCarron letting his Lobos know that the Air Force is back at full strength. Shot taken, just above the goaltender's head. Weaver now sends it over to Miniakis. Miniakis takes a shot. Goes wide. Marcus Trujillo took a big hit. And Air Force looks to recover this puck here. But the Lobos hounding the puck there. Good defense by the Lobos to keep that puck inside the zone. Still fighting for it behind the net now as Chance Shanks has it for the Lobos. He takes a big hit from Air Force. And we're going to see another penalty here against the Air Force.
Discipline eroding here for the Air Force Academy, Josh, giving the Lobos a lot of late power play opportunities.
And Nico saying that he got elbowed. So we'll see what they call this one on, and let's see who goes to the bin for Air Force. And it's going to be number 3 for the Air Force Academy, and that's Michael LaChapelle. And another opportunity for New Mexico with 5:20 to go here in the third period. And Miniakis on the ice for the Lobos as well. And they'll get an interference for Air Force. Face-off won by Ganshaw. Air Force poke checks it away. They'll clear it out. Sends it over to Nico. Nico at center ice. Over to Tags. Tags dumps it over to Ganshaw. Ganshaw inside the Air Force zone now. Jung just a little too quick, but it gets a good play by over to Jared Ronquillo. Miniakis back to Ronquillo. Shot taken and glove saved by Smith. And we'll have another face-off as we hit the 5-minute mark here in the third period.
Late drama in this one, Josh. Knotted at 3 goals apiece. Lobos looking to get that all-important go-ahead goal here late in the third period. 1:41 to go on this power play opportunity.
Logan Coyer now back on the ice for New Mexico. Jared Ronquillo will take the face-off. One over to Nate Tagliagami. Coyer now, top of the blue line, almost deflected in and hit off the stick. Payson and just didn't go in. Rebounded by New Mexico. 4:50 to go here. Still fighting for puck possession, sends it over to Nate Tagliagami. Tags, takes a shot, and it goes high and out of play with 4:41 to go here in the third period. As you said, Gino, some high intense drama here. I think if New Mexico is able to get this goal, you're going to see this crowd go absolutely insane.
This has been the most competitive game the Lobos have played at the Outpost Arena so far this season. Air Force bringing their A game tonight. Definitely a different team, a different tenor than we saw last night.
Collier now, top of the blue line, couldn't handle the puck, and it gets cleared out. Sends it right over to McCarron.
What a great active defensive stick there by number 10, Benjamin Sturen for Air Force, able to deny that pass at the blue line. Lobos have to recollect. It's Logan Coyer sending it across to Nate Tagliagami. Turned over, though. Here comes Sturen now into the zone. Goes wide on Logan Coyer. Stops up, waits for support. Just going to dump that one a little bit deeper for Spencer Anderson to go after. Anderson for Air Force will send it in deeper as well, as Air Force is looking to bleed some time off of this power play. Send a crossover for Logan Coyer. Coyer sends it across for Zach Genshaw. Genshaw now back over across to Nick Weaver.
Weaver, he'll take a shot, goes wide. Lobos look to grab the rebound now as we hit the 4-minute mark. Behind the net now is Payson. Payson looking to send behind the net. Over to Ganshaw. Ganshaw gets it deflected away. And a loose puck, and it gets cleared out into the Lobo zone. McCarron comes out of net.
McCarron touches it up, leaves it for Logan. Logan now, as is so customary in this game, going to set up behind his own net, look to start the breakout here. 20 seconds left to go on this power play. Logan's got to move the puck now, Josh. You got to think there. Lobos want to capitalize on this power play.
Lobos now with the puck, and they're going to offsides call as Chan Shanks just jumped off a little too early. And 3:30 to go here, 10 seconds left to go in the power play for New Mexico. That's one thing that the Lobos really haven't done this weekend, Gino, and that's convert on the power plays. 1 goal in all the opportunities this weekend.
It's been a struggle, and on that particular power play in particular, got to get puck moving, especially as dying seconds lead off this power plays. Nick Weaver went down to the ice there with number 17, Spencer Anderson.
Curtis Brown now with the puck for New Mexico. Bad pass, almost gets it taken away. He recovers though, sends it over to Collier. Collier now looking to set something up for New Mexico. Big hit up against the board, and here comes Zhang.
Zhang in, power play shot, taken wide, and a delayed penalty is going to come against UNM, and with 3:03 to go, tripping is going to be the call, and Air Force is going to have a late power play chance here in the third period, Josh.
And how quickly the tides have turned there, Gino. Now it's Air Force turn to see if they can attack this goaltender as we approach the 3-minute mark here. And you got to think, if you're New Mexico now, just do everything you can to clear that puck.
Coach Grant Harvey going to send Jared Ronquillo, Chance Shanks, Nico Miniakis, and Curtis Brown. Mackenzie Miller wins one over across to Pisani. Pisani over to Zhang. Zhang takes a shot that goes wide. Whistles wide of McCarron and net. Chipped off the boards, held in. Nice glove down there by Pisani. Winds, fires, takes the shot, deflected into the pads of Max McCarron. Whistle will go as that puck leaked behind him. Max, the beneficiary of the referee's early whistle.
And here we go. And that penalty was on number 64, Tristan Collier.
And Ronquillo and Miller will link up for this face-off here in the far face-off dot. Hastings gives over across to Zhang. Zhang settles it down, throws one front, deflects just wide of McCarron and net. Hastings and Spencer Anderson talking about what they want to do. Thrown over across to Anderson. Anderson has that pass interrupted by Curtis Brown. Hastings sends back to Anderson. Anderson now gives over across to Pisani, walks the blue line, takes a shot, that one kicked out. Nice save by Max McCarron. Chance Shanks holding on to it, throws one over across, couldn't find anybody. And now he'll dump it out of the zone.
Logan Coyer now with the puck for New Mexico. He'll clear it out. Air Force with it. Air Force looking to attack. Good defense by Ganshaw all over the Air Force. Zhang now with the puck.
Zhang now. Air Force down to the final minute to go in this power play. Nice move made there by Nick Hastings. He'll stop up. Throws one over across. Eludes the stick of Mackenzie Miller. Zhang able to stick it down. Anderson sends over to Miller. Down to the final 150 to go. Mackenzie Miller takes a shot. That one blocked by Nico Miniakis. Zhang able to keep it into the zone. Over across and unable to connect with Miller, and it's sent out to center ice. Kneeling play made by number 46 of Air Force at center ice. Keeps it from leaking into their zone. He decides to charge into his own pinch play there. Nice play made by Seth Payson. Down to the final 1:30 to go. 25 seconds remaining on the power play. Holding on to the puck now, number 25, Luke Doyle. Doyle will send one in a little bit deeper. Moving in, Colton Lyman. Lyman put into the boards there by Logan Coyer. 46 keeps it at the blue line. Final 10 seconds to go. Sends one over across. Looks for a cross crease. Nice sticks there made by Seth Payson, able to cancel that pass out. Ball away now with the puck. He's near the blue line looking for support. Drops over to number 25, Luke Doyle. Doyle sends back to ball away. Both teams at full strength. Sends one into the swell. Sends in front. Shot taken. They score! Air Force has scored in the final minute of the third.
And a big goal for the Air Force silences this crowd here at the outpost.
As the power play was coming to an end, Josh, Benjamin Sturm able to backhand pass one past Max McCarron with 56 to go in the third.
Still plenty of time, though. We're under a minute here. Now you got to think, if you're Grant Harvey, what are you going to do? And we apologize for the camera going out on you guys. And a timeout called by New Mexico as New Mexico looks to set something up.
And that was a good set play there by Air Force, Josh. Kind of their goals that they've been able to get all night long. And for our fans at home, not too sure if they were able to get a picture of that goal, but Air Force able to set plays in front of Max McCarron. He just lost track of the puck between skates and sticks. And Benjamin Sturm able to find the puck backhanded right over the blocker side of Max McCarron. And it is 4-3 Air Force with 56 seconds to go in the third period.
So we'll see when New Mexico can draw here. Under a minute to go.
As the fans here at the Outpost Arena are sitting in stunned silence. Air Force with a late go-ahead goal here in the third period. And New Mexico now, Josh, as you mentioned, do they come out of this timeout pulling Max McCarron as his faceoff will take place at center ice? Or do they wait and see if they can get a zone entry started and maybe get a little bit of a forecheck going before they pull Max?
Most likely going to happen there, Gino, is you do not want to pull a little too early, but especially with this attack by Air Force. Jaron Ronquillo will be the face-off man for New Mexico.
And Max is going to be out near the face-off dots to start this face-off here with 56 to go in the third. Face-off won by Ronquillo. Sends it into the UNM zone. Mackenzie Miller hard on the puck. Turnover here. Here comes Miller. Slides over to Spencer Anderson. Anderson stops up, takes a shot, and it's swallowed up by Max McCarron with 45.3 to go.
Max not happy. Slams his stick. It's against the post.
You want to avoid as many shots and stoppages of play as you possibly can here, Josh. You want to catch Air Force flat-footed and able to pull Max on a zone entry, and this face-off in the UNM zone is just going to eat up clock that the Lobos were hoping to have on their side. Logan Coyer sends over to Chance Shanks in the far face-off dot, back to Logan. Logan now sends it length of the ice over to Nick Weaver. He's out of the UNM zone, has his pass interrupted at center ice though by Mackenzie Miller, who dumps it back into the final 30 seconds to go. Logan Coyer bodies Nick Hastings in the far face-off corner of the UNM end. Jared Ronquillo now with the puck down to the last 21 to go. Max McCarron is going to exit the ice. Lobos extra man with 16 seconds to go.
And Jared Ronquillo with the puck sends it over now. Ganshaw with the puck. Extra attacker for New Mexico. Air Force holding the puck up against the boards. And there's a holding call, penalty up in the air. And with 2 seconds left and with under 1 second to go, and a holding call against Air Force, and some pushing and shoving back and forth. Coach Grant Harvey not happy about something.
0.6 to go here in the third period. Lobos are going to have a man advantage, but
I don't see it being enough time.
That's going to be, with 0.6 to go, definitely not enough. You got to hope for a clean face-off win and a shot from the point, Josh. That's really the Lobos' only option here.
And discussions back and forth between the ref and the bench.
Air Force so far 3 times in a row. Lobos looking to finish off strong here tonight.
Mackenzie Miller in the box for Air Force.
And maybe a discussion with the officials to see maybe if there was some extra time before that puck was touched up by an Air Force player. But it looks like, Josh, the 0.6 seconds is what's going to remain. And this has been a turn of events here at the Outpost Arena.
Chad Shanks exiting the building as well. And it looks like Marcus Trujillo is also off into the locker room as well.
The Lobos have been chasing the game all night long. And unfortunately, just the bounce of the puck not going their way there late in the third period. And it is officials still at center ice discussing what is going to happen here in the final 0.6 seconds to go.
And Gino, I mean, great effort by both squads here tonight. I mean, no team has to be disappointed in anything that they've done. Just some great goals and great shot opportunities by both squads.
It was definitely a tightly contested game, Josh. It was exactly what we were talking about all week long leading up to this game. These are two teams. They're not in the top 10 in the nation for no reason at all. They're going to play tight games against each other. Coach Grant Harvey talked about how they were mirror images of each other, and you've seen that in this game tonight. A lot of speed, a lot of size, a lot of unique scoring opportunities, passing, and we're going to have 4-on-4 here in the final 0.6 seconds. Lobos have to look for a clean face-off win and a shot from the point to have a chance.
And the face-off, and that is it. And the Air Force Academy sneaks away with a 4-3 win here at the Outpost. And Max McCarron was over here on the bench and looked a little disappointed himself, with his Lobo teammates saying, "It's all right, buddy. We'll get him next time when Northern Arizona comes over here."
It was a valiant effort by the University of New Mexico Lobos tonight. They suffer only their second loss of the season. This drops them to 20-2 on the season. And it was a tough way to lose this one, Josh, giving up that goal late in the third period. And it's just, from an emotional standpoint, it's tough to recover from that as the team that gives up that goal, because now all of a sudden you're on your heels and you have to search for that equalizing goal. But this Lobo team displayed a lot of heart this weekend, as did the Air Force Academy as well. And like you mentioned, neither squad has anything to hang their heads about.
And both losses for New Mexico this season have come at just a one-goal win. And great effort tonight. All righty, Lobo fans, we got to head out of here, but we want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Lobo Hockey Network. We really appreciate you guys and everything you guys do for us here. As for me, Gino, Julian, Zach, and the rest of the Lobo Hockey Network, you guys have yourselves a great night. We will see you next weekend when Northern Arizona comes to town. It'll be the Ice Jacks against the Lobos. You guys have a great week. Take care of each other out there. Stay safe, and we'll see you next weekend. Good night, everybody.